All right, hi everybody. I'm moonblazewolf. I'm gonna get right into it here. This is a long run. It's a nice cozy run, and we're gonna have a good time and a lot to talk about in these next 3 hours or so. I have a couple friends on my couch. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Sean Chiplock. I also go by Sonic Mega, and this remake was my first time ever playing this game, and I did a full live dub of it with my stream community, so this is a very meaningful experience for me.
Hi, I'm Captain Kate, or just Kate is fine, if you would like to refer to me. She, her pronouns. I'm a big fan of this game too. Super excited to be here.
Yeah, and thank you so much for both of you for being here. We're gonna have a really good time for the rest of the night. It's been such a successful marathon so far. I'm one of the co-founders of the Fastest Furs team. I have never run the finale in a Fastest Furs marathon, so this is actually a first for me, and I'm really excited. There's a cutscene that kind of starts the game, so we're just going to go ahead and get right in, and then we're going to have plenty of time to talk about what we want to talk about. So time is going to start. We're playing on Breezy tonight, by the way. Breezy is the, quote, easier category, but all of the things that make Breezy easier, this game is still very challenging, so it's going to be a tough one still. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's get our last countdown of Fastest Furs Live at FWA 2024, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Let's go!
All right. So yeah, so we are getting into the opening cutscene here. Super Mario RPG is a big first in a lot of ways. It's Mario's first RPG. It's also one of the first games where Bowser and other characters kind of got a personality. We just watched Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2 on the NES, and Bowser was just kind of like this big scary thing that was at the end of the game, and you just kind of had to dodge him and get on with it, and there's just a lot more. Bowser is complicated, we'll put it that way, so there will be a lot of fun stuff with Bowser and other characters as well throughout this game, and some new characters that were added when this game was developed. This game was a collaboration between Nintendo and Square Enix back in 1996 for the Super Nintendo. And then the remake came out last year. It is incredibly faithful to the original, with a few differences that we'll talk about as we're kind of going along. Sean and Kate, do you have any like memories of Super Mario RPG, or like what is your affinity for this game from?
I actually got introduced to it as an adult, so it was the original version before the remake was ever announced, but I probably didn't know about it till I was 25, 26, so my affinity is recent, but still strong.
For me, as I said, the remake was my first experience with the game, but I had understood it from smatterings of experiences shared by other friends. One friend in particular was over the moon the fact that I was going to be streaming this game. He then became my most hated enemy when I completed the 100 Super Jump Challenge in 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later for sure.
Right, but no, you were mentioning how this really fleshed out side characters like Bowser and the others, and this is what made me understand why the Bowser crew is so big. I just loved the fact that, you know, he's just a guy. He just wants to be cool, and he genuinely cares about his minions, and that really touched my heart in a way I wasn't expecting. So.
And he knows how to dance.
And he knows how to dance. He was my favorite groove.
Yeah, we're gonna see. That's one of the fun features of the remake. The first thing I'll say about this remake is it's absolutely gorgeous. The original Super Mario RPG is one of the best-looking games on the SNES. They actually added more memory to the cart so that they could fit all the graphics in. And then I feel like they just really outdid themselves on the remake as well. By the way, this is the first boss fight. Hi, Bowser. We were just talking about you, as well as Peach. The key to this fight is to do a timed hit on the chain. Don't worry about Bowser. It's fine. And then we'll get a cutscene here. The game is not over, obviously. We have a ways to go, but this is how it starts. Just a typical Mario game. We're saving Princess Peach from Bowser, but then other things happen. And Ian, I'm going to throw it to you really quick because we were just talking about memories of this game, and I know you are a big Super Mario RPG fan as well, so give me a little bit of your background with this game.
I grew up with this game. I fell in love with it instantly, played it a million times over on the original cartridge. That cartridge vanished. The remake came out. I mean, went forth between that, there was a randomizer that we raced together. That was so much fun. The remake comes out. I fell in love with it. And I bought a cartridge, and I'm actually working on a challenge run of playing through the original game without any timed actions. Any action at all.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple of very interesting categories for this game, like low percents and stuff like that. One thing, so we've kind of been talking about the original versus the new game, and this is actually, I need to stop because I just remembered something. We had a bid war for the soundtrack because you can choose between the original soundtrack and the updated soundtrack. Both of them incredibly well composed, some of the best video game music you'll ever hear from Yoko Shimomura. Which version of the soundtrack won the bid war?
Though Modern did gather $25, we will be hearing the original soundtrack, raising $90.89.
All right, cool. So as soon as I get an ability to get into my menus here and change that, I will. It is set to Modern right now, I'm pretty sure, but we can roll with that original SNES goodness. So, but yeah, Ian and I have played this game a lot. You know, the randomizer we were just talking about and things like that. So. All right, let's get in here, and we're going to change the soundtrack to classic.
I think you have to blow on your cartridge for that.
All right, and then we're going to come out here. We're going to talk to Toad. And Toad is going to be kind of like our tutorial buddy here early on. One big change, we're going to come and the save boxes from the original game are still here. However, I don't really need them anymore because the update did include a autosave function, so I will not really be using those. But it's kind of cool that they're still there, I guess, so... but yeah, we're going to head back to Bowser's Keep here, and this is not what we were expecting. There is a giant sword sticking out of the top of it, so we're gonna have to kind of take the long way around to get to Bowser's Keep in this game, so. But yeah, the graphics in this game are incredible. We're gonna see some really good cutscenes. We've already seen a few of them, but each of the characters kind of has their own cutscene as well. And I know Sean and Kate have some voices potentially prepared for some of those. So I can't skip them, so we're going to enjoy them. A little bit of donation time, a little bit of voice acting, stuff like that.
You just let us know.
Yep. And probably the main thing that changed about this run is the combat system. There's a few pretty big additions to the combat system that I'll talk about once we actually get there. But we're just kind of finishing up tutorial mode right now. So Ian, this would be a good time for some donations and announcements.
Oh, wonderful. I've had a couple nice donations come in. $6 from Comet Traveler, who says, "True, this is the last run. We had a fun journey here together. Let's speed through this wonderful grand finale, no holding back. And let's see those super jumps in a fursuit head be a success. The more the challenge, the sweeter the reward." Also, hi Ian. Hi Comet. We also had Chow Time drop in a small little $300 donation.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Saying, "From one Wolfo to another, just trying to help you get ahead in the game and spread some pause utility. Finish strong at FWA."
Yeah, let's finish strong. Let's get 10K.
Let's hit that 10K, gamers.
That's
We
so
are
exciting.
$530 away.
Ooh.
Come on, let's
In
get
3
there.
hours?
We got this. It's cozy. It's cozy hours. Everybody's going to be here for one of the best games ever, in my opinion. And yeah, a lot of fun incentives, stuff that we can do with it as well. So, so here's our first boss fight. This is the Hammer Brothers. I grabbed a flower item on the way, but otherwise kind of just ran to the bosses. And I'm actually going to choose to not do a timed jump here on the first one. There's a reason for that, which will become apparent when I do a time jump on the second one, because they get one-shotted. And then this one is going to do a defense up move, but because I stuck some damage on him beforehand, this will finish him off. And there we go. There's our first boss fight. Just want to let everybody know right now, there's a lot of fun stuff to clap for, like boss fights. There's not a lot of cool tech and tricks in this run. A lot of the glitches from the original run don't really exist in the remake. There is one new cool glitch that I'm excited to show off later. But for the most part, we're going to be kind of playing the game glitchless and just sort of optimizing everything. So, but yeah, fighting, there's still plenty of RNG. There's still plenty of things that I can make mistakes on. And the movement in this game is incredibly difficult to do perfect. So, so that's going to be a big thing for me. Oh, wait, I want to sell all of those, not just one, because I want to buy a honey syrup here, and I want to buy some jump shoes for Mario to give him some better stats. And kind of a first, this is one of the harder tricks in the grand scheme of things. I'm hearing stuff.
Hey, let's get this.
All right,
Okay,
I got the frog
now
coin.
we got that.
I have
Now-
a funny story about that frog coin, but I think something more important happened.
A
so.
couple of things.
Yeah.
Alex donates $5. Also says, "Hi Ian, hi Alex," and then Snowdrift the Button donates $530 to bring us to 10,005. Holy
Amazing.
cats, thank you, Snowdrift, with the comment, "Let's make history." Hello from the crowd, hi, and let's make this happen.
I'm so excited. So I'm guessing that means I'm going to be wearing my fursuit head for super jumps now.
Let me
Or
go
are we
ahead-
not quite there yet?
Let me go ahead and look and do a little math, and that got blown out of the water.
Okay. Well, good. I got it right here. I'm ready to go. So I'm looking forward to that. I was practicing a little bit earlier, so.
As the famous Luigi Mario once said, "Oh yeah."
I'm going to make sure I skip this tutorial here. So that frog coin that I kind of got on the way in, there's a little bit of history with that frog coin. So there's things called hidden chests in this game that will only appear when you jump on them. That frog coin, you actually cannot get in the SNES version unless you get it right there by jumping on the toad's head. And the game has not told you at that point about either hidden chests or frog coins, so it is one of the most infuriating things for any completionist trying to play this game. But I'm talking over Mallow and Krako, who are two amazing friendos, and Sean and Kate,
Yeah.
I got you.
I think Mallow's got this. Oh! Too bad. Who has a good Krako voice? Krako is legit one of my favorite, side characters.
I'm sure I can whip something up.
Oh no! That reptile stole my grandpa's coin!
I love her voice so much.
That's a good Mallow.
I can't cry. Ooh, big boys don't cry, but it's just not fair. What am I gonna do?
Let's go.
Oh man, that's so good. Anyway, so I have to skip the text outside of those. But okay, so one of the things about this game originally, it is one of the funniest games you will ever play. Like the script of this game is so incredibly well done and well localized. I have to jump there, by the way. And there's some really good lines. One of my favorite lines is coming up here in a second. But if for no other reason that you want to check this game out, play it because it is one of the funniest games ever written. So, but yeah, we got Mallow now. Mallow is actually the MVP of this run. We will talk about that as we go along. But Mallow is incredible. Why did this toad not stop Krako on the way out of town? Because he forgot his bazooka at home. Jeez, give him a break. All right, and there goes Krako. We got the famous pantomiming from this game, because Mario is a silent protagonist. We get a map here from the Toad. The map will become pretty important relatively soon here, but we're going to head off to Bandit's Way, because we are on the chase, because that reptile stole Mallow's coin.
That was really rude of him.
You're just a pipsqueak anyway. I'm out of here.
One thing I just have to say as we kind of get into this section of the game, anybody who knows me as a speedrunner knows that platforming is not my strong suit. This is a platforming RPG, so I'm going to do my best, but the people who are really good at this game are just incredible to watch, including some of the folks that are in the community that I really look up to and respect. And it's a testament to how good this game is that I'm willing to play it, even though it's incredibly difficult and frustrating for me. So.
That's true love, baby.
Oh, yeah. Plus, I get to listen to... I tell people this all the time. If you're going to pick a game to speedrun, make sure you pick a game that you really like the music for. Because guess what? You're going to hear it a lot. And this game does not disappoint in that regard, so... All right, here's our first XP star. This is a pretty important moment in the run in terms of whether I'm kind of on schedule or behind. I want to get 17 dogs here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, that didn't go super well, but it could have gone worse. And we got our level up dancing here, by the way. Everybody, it happens fast. I'm speedrunning. Please dance along with the level up dancing. They're amazing little sequences, and it's a good time for everybody to kind of just get up and move around a little bit.
I was
during the run,
unironically
so.
dancing every time I leveled up when I was playing this game.
Everybody has a unique dance, too. It's so cool.
Hey, do we want to level up the marathon a little bit more?
I'm down. What do you got in mind, Ian?
Why don't we open a brand new incentive?
All right. What do you got?
If y'all can pull together $1,500, why don't we fight the super boss Kulex?
Oh, my gosh. Kulex.
Kulex, potato,
Oh, my
potato.
gosh. What is going on
Cool
with Croco
legs.
right now?
Cool leg.
Croco is being
Cool
very
legs.
annoying right now, and it's all my fault, honestly. So I kind of let him get away at the beginning, and now I'm on a weird pattern where I don't really know which way he's going to go. But I have to tag him 3 times, and then we'll get to do a boss fight with him. There he is. Okay. And, wow. Where are you, my dude? Okay. This is very annoying. I'm sorry. I'm losing a little bit of time here, but we'll be okay. So anyway, I will be able to make up for that missing doggo earlier, but that's a very tricky part of the run for sure. So the Croco fight is very scripted. As long as I do everything correctly, it will be just fine. So we'll go ahead and do some jumping and some, we're going to do 1 Thunderbolt with Mallow here, but otherwise I need to just kind of focus on doing my blocks. Good enough. Because we have this thing called chain, and when I do a good timed hit, I get more chain, and I want to keep chain above 5 at all times for the most part, because that will give me a really nice bonus to all of the things that I care about in this run. So I'm gonna focus on getting my blocks here. Good. Oh, Mallow died. That's okay. It's just gonna be 1 extra jump. When he gets to a certain HP level, he uses a weird mushroom, and I will get a free turn here, which is nice. There we go. And this should do it. And that's Croco 1. So the timed hits in this game are incredibly precise, just like in the original. They're a slightly easier on Breezy, but it's really only like a frame or 2, so it will be almost impossible for me to do every timed block and timed hit in the run, but I will do my best, and hopefully I just won't lose it at a important moment. So, all right. So that is the Croco fight. So one of the cool new features that they put into this remake is a couple of different versions of map warping. So instead of running all the way back and going to the Mushroom Kingdom, I'm just going to open the map and map warp back to the Mushroom Kingdom. So gonna have to do a little bit here. I picked up a wallet and a Coca-Cola, which is going to sort of fund my early game here. So I'm going to buy some supplies for now and hopefully not for later. But I got some items there that will help me throughout the run. And now we are going to fight Clay Morton, who is known as Mac in the original game. And Mac had a skip, which is unfortunately not a thing anymore. There's what I like to think the developers were kind of left a little homage in here, though. If I can get behind the Shy Guys here on the left side, like you would in the SNES version, I can still skip some dialogue. So we're going to try to do that here. And all right, got that, so that's good. We'll finish up the dialogue here, and then we will actually do the fight with Clay Morton, who is not a Claymore. He is clearly on a Mac knife, but don't worry about it. It's fine.
Don't think about it too hard. Distract yourself with some donations.
Yes,
if you'd
please.
like.
Donations are fine.
Oh, good. I've got a handful of them. Kicking off that Fight Kulex donation incentive that I want to see so many more people donate for. We want to see this fight, trust me. A donation for $5 from Ian that says, "Hey, Ian." Hi, Ian. We have $25 from Tornado that says, "Love the music for this game. One of the best game soundtracks out there. Best of luck to Blaze on his run, and thanks to everybody who has made Fastest for such an awesome event." We also had $20 from Sherbert Back, who says, "Me when I realize I have an income now and can donate to the free speedrun events." Also, hi Cameron, if you're watching. Cameron, I hope you're watching. We're saying hello to you. All of us are saying hello.
Hello,
Hello, Cameron. Cameron, dance with us. Thank you, Cameron.
All right, and we just read a bunch of donations, but we got a nice long cutscene. So Ian, if you have anything else, you can keep going, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the game after that.
Well, I do have a few more donations. Flap donates $30 and says, I love Fastest Spurs, and I'm glad I get to be a part of this wonderful community. Good luck with your run, Blaze. 10K plus. Hype! Hype! We have Hey Fizzy J with $14 saying, donating to cheer on my friend Moon, but secretly, it's for that awesome mellow voice.
Thank you.
Incredible.
And we have $20 from Bunny Conda, who says, how much to fight Culex in fursuit?
Culex versus Cutelex.
$10,000 more.
You heard it here first,
I don't
folks.
know, with the way the elevators are at this convention, I don't think we could finish the marathon in time if I had to go up and put my full fursuit on. So let's just, we'll stick to the super jumps for now.
That does buy us more time to raise the money, just saying.
Y'all are great. I mean, just keep donating. It's an incredible cause. I was so happy when I found out that FWA was going to be working with an LGBTQ charity for this event. I think that they were totally right when they said that this is a charity that reflects the values of not only the furry community, but also the speedrunning community. They're both just incredible groups of people, a lot of really, important commonalities that I've found more and more as I've gotten into speedrunning. And it's part of why I think Fastest Furs is such an important and cool thing is, we kind of give furries, really interesting, if they're into this as a hobby, it gives them a place that they can go do this, and it's a lot of fun for them, and it's very special and meaningful. And I think for a lot of speedrunners, they're just really good people that are looking for, cool causes that they can support, and I'm so grateful for all of the non-furry folk who have participated in our events over the years, because we just love showcasing speedrunning. It's really, what we're all about. So thank you, everyone. All right, so I'm in the sewers here. In the original version of this game, there was a bunch more stuff that we would do in here, but instead we are just going to go straight to the boss because we're going to be just fine. And this is Balome. Balome is very special. I don't know what Balome is. Nobody seems to really know what Balome is. Balome has a very large tongue, and he likes to slurp and eat people. So, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I probably should just stop now while I'm ahead.
Apparently, he has unique dialogue commenting on the taste of every character that he eats.
That is true. In the second version, we will fight Balome twice in this run. But yeah, we're going to just kind of do a lot of the same stuff we did on the last fight. Mallow will likely get eaten. Mario may or may not get turned into a scarecrow. We'll see. But also enjoy the music, and just a very cool boss design that really did get fleshed out nicely in the remake here. So I can tell what Balome is kind of now. Mario's a scarecrow. It doesn't really matter because we're just jumping anyway. You would think getting jumped on by a scarecrow would actually hurt more too. So I mean, it seems like a upgrade to me. Oh, bye, Mallow.
Bye.
So long, Soakies. All right. Dancing again, I hope, everybody. We'll get some very long dance sequences later. But yeah, for now, we're going to get kind of like flushed down the river here. And I got some work to do to get some frog coins. Frog coins are very important. I've only gotten one at this point, but in the total in the run, I need, I think it's 29. So I'm going to be trying to get, especially in the early part of the run, basically every frog coin that I can get. And some of that is with the intention of fighting Culex later. So if I don't end up fighting Culex, I'm going to just wasted a bunch of time picking up frog coins that I don't need. So don't make me do that, chat. Let's make sure that we get that incentive met.
It's so hard not to just end up singing into the microphone every time a new song comes on.
Speaking of don't waste time getting that incentive met,
Yeah.
I want to remind folks, don't forget, when you do make a donation, don't forget to assign it to an incentive. This option will be visible while filling in your donation and helps to make the marathon the best it can be. Also, you can see a list of all incentives for the entire marathon with the command !incentives in chat. Like, for example, what that Kenny guy did, donating $20 and saying, here for not only the awesome and fun Kate and Sean, but also for an amazing cause. Hope y'all are having fun and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Fun doesn't even begin to describe it.
All right, so we're almost done with the first part here, which is where we're just kind of floating down the river. And then we get to the barrel jumping event, which isn't too bad. They added some fish that swim the opposite direction in this version, which is just a little bit terrifying. But now there is if you're a really good Super Mario RPG speedrunner, which I don't personally believe that I am, your definition may vary. The cool thing that you are supposed to do in this sequence is you're supposed to get exactly 60 coins, because it will save a text box later on. Now, I'm a chicken, and I don't want to have to necessarily go get my backup frog coin, so I'm going to make sure I get at least 60 so that I get a frog coin at the end here. But if there is a small possibility that I get 69 coins, which would be really nice.
I'll donate $20 if you do.
Okay, I mean, I'm not counting, so if I do, it'll be totally random, but I might. That's the scary backfish, by the way. Go away, backfish. But yeah, one of the defining features of this RPG is the mini games. So there's a lot of fun mini games scattered throughout. Generally speaking, for the speedrun, they're a little bit less stressful than they were in the SNES version. One major point of stress, hold on, I'll hold that thought until we see how many we get. 69, let's go!
Nice.
Nice.
I swear I did not plan that.
I call that bluff.
I wish I could say I planned that. But yeah, so a lot of the mini games in the original were fairly stressful because they were your main source of flowers in the run. And that was because in the original game, flower items were sellable. And so you would just sell all of your flower tabs and flower pots and flower jars so that you could fund all of the stuff that you needed to get through the run. You cannot sell flower items anymore. So we actually just kind of use them. We have to get money elsewhere, but it's not too terrible now that the money route's been pretty well established for this. So thankfully, I don't have to worry about getting, X number of flowers on certain mini games and stuff that would otherwise make my run very, very complicated. So that's a nice thing. We are meeting the Frog Sage here, not to be confused with in the original version, Frog Fuchsius. And we got some ooh-woos there. Clouds make an ooh-woo noise in this game. I don't know why, but just, if you want to ooh-woo along here. Yeah, we're just going to be kind of doing a little bit of a... why that was so slow. We're just going to be doing another cutscene and kind of like a story recap here, which we don't really need to worry about because it's probably only like 20 minutes into the run or something like that. So, Ian, this would be another good time for a donation or two.
A donation or two or several. We have a whole bunch of people supporting the cause, and I absolutely love to see it. Tylerin donates $20 and says, good luck to moonblazewolf on his Mario RPG run. Keep that coffee close and watch out for those minecart corners. Raingawa donates $5 and says, don't know what to put here, so... Wah! 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 Hotbot donates $10 and says, hey Blaze, put my money towards the QLX fight so we can get that sweet Final Fantasy IV music. I'm so proud of you and the fastest furs this weekend. Now let's finish strong. P.S. Cats rule, dogs rule.
Wow, okay. For those who don't know, Hotbot is my brother, and that,
Oh my God,
I do
they
drool,
were
it's fair.
brothers.
So I'm going to do a little minor optimization here. I need to go do a little bit of shopping, but I'm actually going to map warp back to the front because it's a little faster than crossing that stupid frog bridge again. I'm just going to buy this Energizer. And then it's also a little bit faster just to map warp back out.
He even needs his coffee in-game to do the run.
All right, yeah, we're just moving along. We're here to the Roseway section now. Did you have anything else, Ian?
I mean, I have a pile more donations if you'd like those.
Oh, yeah, keep going.
Excellent.
I never get tired of hearing donations.
Well, good. I never get tired of reading them out. We have $6 from Comet Traveler saying, let's see that fantastic finale to the fight against QLEX. We have $20 from KK Etchy, who says, thank you, Blaze, for running one of my favorite games of all time, and doing so for such a great cause. Also, to Bowser and Mallow on the back couch, Gino says hello.
So, funny story real quick about that. KK was the voice of Gino when I did the live dub stream of this game. And he got very, very upset when I hit the Gino Whirl critical hit within like the first 5 times of trying. So it's like, hey, if I do it again, I'll donate a copy of the game. I'll give it out. And then did it again on the very next attempt. And after doing it about 50 more times that stream, we decided to not mention it anymore. So...
And then that's how you gave away 50 copies of Super Mario RPG?
We mercifully stopped me after the 3rd copy.
Yeah, so we're getting some Bowser personality here. Bowser is on the path to reclaim his keep, so we'll get Bowser updates periodically here throughout the early game. So, but yeah, Rosetown is just ahead. It's actually faster to map warp than just to run off that screen, so we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll be on to Rosetown.
Is it ever faster to not map warp?
Very, very infrequently. Mostly, there's situations where you can't map warp, but that's about it. So, yeah, we're just gonna pick up a couple more flowers and frog coins here, and then we'll have another cutscene. So, we'll get introduced to a lot of folks' favorite character in Smash, or not in Smash. We're not gonna equip that. Okay. Is Gino in Smash yet? I can't even remember. I don't think so.
In your dreams.
Wasn't he an assist trophy or like just a trophy in one game? I think it's like a minor, tiny collectible at best.
Okay.
I think now we have a Mandela effect where we're just all certain he actually was in the game and he
Gino
never
was there,
was.
right? You remember Gino being there.
Who's Banjo and Kazooie?
He's a Mii fighter.
All right, and now we have one of my favorite cutscenes in the game, which I like to call the Spaceballs cutscene because it's, no Mario, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. And this is where we get introduced to Gino. But first we have to lie to a child because it is faster. Are you the real Mario? Oh, I was one little section ahead. So he holds up the doll like, are you the real Mario? I'm like, nope. Okay, and that saves me having to do another jump, so yeah. So we lie to a child, it's faster. Now I just have to be a little bit more careful. The game used to crash here on this cutscene sometimes, so as soon as the Gino doll makes its appearance, I'm gonna be a little more careful with these text boxes, because I really don't want to crash the game. Again, we just did that with Lost Levels, so let's not do that again. Okay, we're safe. And now we have a nice long cutscene, so Ian, hit us with some more donations and announcements.
Wonderful. We do have a few more donations that have come in. The cats, Castamere and Pigeon, donate $6 and say, cats still don't believe in capitalism, but we'll make an exception for frog coins. Kate's mellow voice is such a definitive voice for the character. Donating to fight QLEX, Super Mario RPG is one of, if not the greatest RPG of all time. A sentiment I share. We have $20 from Ian Keith.
Who's that guy?
I don't know, some weirdo. But they say, I am an amp wave of my words. Here's to many more nice moments.
Nice.
Nice.
And speaking of, from Ramsey, we have $5.69.
Nice.
The comment is, nice.
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 That does bring us up to $131.69.
Nice.
Out
Nice.
of the $1,500 that we need to fight QLEX, we really want to see that fight.
Nice.
So Sean, I think you said you had not played the original SNES version of this game before.
Correct.
So I just am really curious I can't erase that out of my memory banks because Ian, this was one of my favorite games growing up. So, like, what was it like for you playing this remake for the first experience playing the game?
Well, I will say the one thing that caught me by surprise was after knowing how crazy everyone was for Gino over the years, how much they want him in other media, I was expecting a whole bunch coming into this game. And I guess maybe the magic would have hit harder if I had played the original, but I can see why he was a favorite. I was expecting certain story twists or other things that just didn't come to fruition. But as I had mentioned, what made it meaningful to me all the same was I really, really enjoyed how it was one of the first Mario games where all of these side characters had, you know, personalizations. I also really appreciate that if we went back to previous areas during different sections of the games, that some of the NPCs had different things to say, which not only let my community get more involved, but I really think it helped flesh out the world in a way that I only started experiencing when I was playing Paper Mario way back when. So I completely understand why this was a game that folks who grew up with came to appreciate and enjoy and loved seeing get brought back to life in this way.
I don't know why I couldn't find that frog coin. That is really cool to hear. Yeah. I thought this was an incredible remake of an incredible game. So yeah, I'm with you there.
I will say, having such wonderful folks in my community to help bring the characters to life. I know, I'm all about the voices, but hearing them brought to life in that way, especially for it being the first time, really made it that much more special for me because so many of the folks who lent their time and their voices did such a phenomenal job that I can't unhear it now whenever I see these lines pop up.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, part of the reason this game holds such a special place in their hearts is for a lot of people, this really was the first RPG that they ever played. And I do think, aside from that, it also, like I was saying earlier and you were alluding to, it's really the first game where a lot of these characters got a real personality, and there's just something very cool about that also. How about you, Kate?
So I experienced the original game not through playing it myself, but watching a friend play it. But like Sean, my first Mario RPG was Paper Mario, and that is still my favorite Mario game. But getting to see this redone and seeing Sean do it through his community it gave me a new appreciation of it, and the music. Oh my gosh, the music in this game. I did not appreciate that fully the first time, and now I absolutely do.
It's really one of those perfect examples of how a game doesn't necessarily have to be brutally difficult or like
Absolutely.
have any of these massive challenges to be enjoyable.
It's
sometimes
fun.
The
It's
charm
just
and the
fun.
music. Yes.
I don't need Dark Souls. I just want this.
Yeah, charming is such a good word for it. I love all that. I think that all of that are very good observations. Mario, you can't go in there with your fists flying like Bruce Lee. Oh wait, we removed that cultural reference. One of few that was changed for the remake, but a lot of folks still love the original script, and a lot of people know all the lines in this game by heart. I'm honestly like one of them, and you know, it was really cool to kind of like go through and be like, oh, they didn't really change that much, just maybe like one or two things. It was pretty great that way. So. All right, so this is the Bowyer fight. In the remake, this doubles as a tutorial for a different mechanic that they introduced in this game, which is called the triple attack, and we'll get to that in a little bit. This is also the time where we get 3 characters for the first time, so that's why they're going to introduce us to the triple attack tutorial. Before this, that meter on the side is called the gauge. When it's at 100%, you get a special, like, basically it's like a limit break. Before this, it was kind of like a slot machine, and you know, you got whatever turned up in the slot machine when you hit a box. But now, depending on which trio of characters we have in our party, we get a special attack. And the one between Gino, Mallow, and Mario is one of the best ones. It's called Star Riders, so we're going to see that here in just a second. Before that, I have to do this fight. This is actually a fairly technical fight. I'm going to have to make sure I hit my blocks. Very important. Bowyer has this mechanic, we're going to see in a second, where he will lock a particular button. And what he is doing is tied to a counter, which we cannot see, but I'm going to be manipulating that counter so that he only locks items. I'm going to use an Energizer on Gino, which is going to give him attack boost, and hopefully I'll freebie it? Nope, no freebie today. Okay. Freebies in breezy mode are, regardless of what item, 1 in 3. So hopefully we'll get lots of freebies in this run. But yeah, I'm just going to be only using Geno Beam for now, and defending with the other characters, because that will guarantee he will only lock X.
Does this give me time to squeeze in another donation?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Iggy Doggo donates $150. Thank you so much for that. And says, greetings from the crowd. Thanks for the runs and all the fun. P.S. Dogs rule and drool.
Oh my gosh.
So grateful for all the generosity this late in the marathon.
Same. All right, we're almost there. All right, we're good. Okay, so now we're on to like the new part here, which is where we're going to use the triple attack to finish him off. So he's going to lock all the buttons. Oh no, what are we going to do? And then Gino instructs us in the ways of the triple attack.
Just listen to that bass line in the tune.
Now, I will say, I am able to skip these cutscenes, so I will be skipping them after this, so enjoy this one while you can. It's very much like a the more you know kind of rainbow aesthetic here, and kaboom. All right, and that is Bowyer. Time to dance. All right, and Ian, anything else for us?
I'm just sitting here absolutely loving looking up and seeing so many people in the crowd also dancing every single level up.
I will say, really quick, I'm glad that some of the tech crew and you are also dancing, because that's the only folks I can see, and I'm just imagining like rows of fursuiters like dancing.
I don't want to ruin the magic by looking behind me whenever it happens, so in spirit, I'm going to watch the VOD and be like, oh, they were there for us.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there are people back there, and they are dancing every time the level up music comes.
Fantastic. Anyway, back to it, Ian. You go ahead.
We pick up a $5 donation from Oasis. Says, shout out to the legendary Nobu Uematsu, the man responsible for composing the original soundtrack for this game. Better known for all his work in the Final Fantasy series, proving once and for all that Super Mario RPG is the best Final Fantasy.
I do want to make one correction. The original soundtrack was Yoko Shimomura, and it is incredible, and she deserves so much praise and accolades for that, as well as the remake. So
She worked on Kingdom Hearts,
Yes.
Legend of Mana, which was probably one of my favorite childhood games of all time.
Yeah. Now, I don't doubt that Uematsu was involved in probably a fairly significant way at certain points, but I do want to make sure that that is corrected for the record. So anyway, go ahead, Ian, if you have anything else. I'm just going to go pick up some more frog coins.
I was just going to say, take that, Oasis. Yeah.
Nah, it's okay.
But thank you
honestly,
for the donation
okay.
anyways, because you're wonderful.
I do just have to make one little... I'm going to get up on my soapbox for a second, and I am a video game music lover. Video game composers need a lot more credit just in general, and they need to be more well-known because this is some of the most important music to us that we have, and it is really, really important that those folks get remembered for it. So anyway... I messed this up, so go ahead, Ian. You got a little bit extra time now.
I just want to point out that we are making some good progress on that Fighting Culex incentive. We're up to $286 out of the $1,500 we need, but that means we still got a little over $1,200 to go. And what, 2 hours-ish?
It's right before the final boss fight. It'll be the last thing I do before the final boss fight.
So a little over two hours to make 1,200 and change more for the charity.
I think we can do it.
I absolutely know we can do it, but we need your help.
A quick point on your composer note, Moonblaze. I distinctly remember learning, if you've ever played Pizza Tower, if you're familiar with that, the composers for that, Ronan de Castel and Kleski Jiddo, they almost never bothered to release the soundtrack because of insecurity. Like, they weren't sure that anyone was going to care about it. And of course, it became like one of the most beloved soundtracks of last year. So just to add to your point that folks who work hard, folks who are passionate about what they do deserve that recognition and attention, because the world is just a better place when passionate people are allowed to thrive.
You're here. Bowser is down. Bowser's armor's not looking too good. Update on that, just to keep everybody informed. And we're going to head into the mines here. We're basically just on the hunt for star pieces, by the way, because Gino kind of explained to everybody that That giant sword that fell into Bowser's Keep shattered the Star Road into a bunch of pieces, and we need to collect them. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. Just a quick story update there. The mines are one of my favorite sections of this game for a variety of reasons that we will get to here. But one of the kids is missing, and we are going to go and rescue them because we're Mario, and that's what we do.
Unless you're busy lying to them.
He has the power of jump. Nobody else can jump in this world other than Mario. But we're going to head up here. We're going to give ourselves a slight concussion. Don't worry, it'll be fine in a second. And guess who is going to show up? But
Yep, it's me again.
so Croco is back. He has stolen all of our coins and items, and obviously we need to get those back. We would not have been able to progress. You can kind of go through this loop anyway, and you can't get through because Croco has explosives as well, which you probably noticed earlier. So we're just going to follow him along because we need to get our stuff back. And then things should go well here. We're going to go in and out of this room because that'll kind of reset things. Croco is basically running around in a circle right now. And I kind of just need to wait for him to get to this room, which should happen very quickly. There we go. Okay. And then we're just going to hopefully not do that, which is unfortunate. This is the first real fight in the game where our characters can miss because bosses have a 10% chance to evade. Yeah, so we don't want to see any more misses, hopefully. We're just going to be attacking for a bit. So, Ian, if you have anything else.
Got a couple more donations rolling in. Pronzo donates $25 and says, "Hi, Blaze.
Hi, Pronzo.
Good luck and go fast."
Thank
JD Puppy donates $5 and says, "Let's get that incentive met. Pitching in to board the $5 donation train. Who's with me?" Think about it. Just throw in $5. And boom, all of a sudden we all start doing it. We hit the incentive. We raise a whole lot more money for Alan FY. Let's do this.
All right, and while we were hearing those great donations, we got this through this fight, so we are good to go.
Oh, no dance?
No dance on that fight. It's because I missed one doggo. Mallow, I believe at the moment is 1 XP to level 5, so we'll get it though. It'll be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna make a suggestion. We're not quite there yet, but there's the minecart rides coming up soon. We were talking about minecarts a little bit earlier on in one of the earlier runs, so we could do a $5 minecart train. That would be pretty cool. So that's just my suggestion to you all. You can do what you want with that. I'm gonna go here and get another frog coin. All right, and then we've got another XP star here. That bomb was very nice to me and just kind of went exactly where I wanted him to go, under the chest. So thank you, that bomb. We're gonna get some, as you can tell, we're gonna get some level ups here in just a second. So get ready to dance, everybody. All right.
Gotta switch it up for Gino. He's different.
I like
true.
that they all have their own dances.
I
It's
hadn't
kinda
done
fun.
Mel's yet.
You hadn't?
No.
Oh, I
Slacker.
missed that by like a pixel. That's unfortunate. For some reason, you just have to kind of jump right into his head. There we go. I think that little bomb kind of threw me off, but we're good. This is another fight where we pretty much just have to attack. He can do a really nasty attack called Sandstorm that I don't want to see, so hopefully we'll...
That's so Darude.
I know, it's very Darude of him, exactly. Hopefully we'll leave that one back in... I don't want to date myself and say when I think that song probably came out, but yeah, not recently. So do you, Kate and Sean, do you have a favorite boss from Super Mario RPG?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite is Johnny.
Ooh.
It's because I'm a furry.
Johnny's great.
I want to say this boss, actually, the super special super boss version was the one I came to appreciate the most because that was the one where the mechanics were the most interesting. And they took me the most tries by far to figure out what the gimmick was. So for that, they earned my respect.
Okay.
Nah, Johnny's cool. I like anything nautical of the sea. That's my vibe. So Johnny gets it.
Oh, that's right. Johnny was voiced by Deshaun Ricks when we did our dub of that.
Correct.
And Deshaun had this amazing gravel that he brought to it that, oh, I instantly fell in love. And yeah.
Johnny is up there for me too, for sure. I like how honorable Johnny is. We'll see that in a little bit later on, but yeah. Chat, if you want to donate with your favorite Super Mario RPG boss, I would love to hear who your favorite characters are and why you love them. So that's always a good go-to donation comment as you're watching the run here tonight.
Yeah, you could just put a picture of the boss in the minecart tickets. Speaking of, we do have a couple people starting to hop on that train.
Go for it.
Crash McLeod donates $10, saying $10 towards QLEX, my favorite boss fight from the game. Also, hello Ian, Moon, Kate, and SM.
Hi.
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 We also have $5 from Tornado saying, taking JD Puppy's advice. Here's $5 towards QLEX. Get on that train, everybody. Let's get that incentive met.
It is minecart time, by the way. There's some really cool stuff with the minecart sequence in this game that was different than the original. Mainly, they added a shortcut on the second map, and I will be hopefully hitting that. Otherwise, I will feel like a very bad speedrunner. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I want everybody to get excited for the minecarts, and maybe if you're here in the room, just kind of like pretend you're in a minecart. It's very fun.
I just do that instinctively.
Yes, yeah.
Any racing game, anything like that.
For me, it was
Yep.
Smash Brothers. If you lean back when you get hit, you won't fly as far. Everyone knew that's how it went. It worked.
Yes.
That was me playing Kirby Air Ride.
All right, we are going to ignore the safety warning because safety is for responsible folks, and the most important thing is just to honk the horn, so. Just enjoy the music. That's my recommendation to everybody.
I didn't want to interrupt it.
Good call. Oh, that turned. Okay, that was because I used that mushroom. That's okay. Also, minecarts can jump. I don't know if everybody. Fun minecart fact.
I don't think I have the upper body strength to even start attempting that.
Mario always bends at the knees, so he's amazing that way. All right. So I had one little bonk. Hopefully that's the only one we've got, because that was the scariest turn was also in that part, and I did that just fine. So
It's Mario Generations. We've got 3D and 2D sections.
trying to keep my honks going for everybody too. Oh, oops. Missed a few coins there. It'll be fine. All right, here's the skip. All right, we got it. That saves like a lot of, like a not insignificant amount of time, probably like 10 to 15 seconds of this minecart ride. So yeah, very nice of them to add that, kind of a fun little thing. So you can't have it exactly the same as in the original. You got to mix it up a little bit. So that's just my opinion. All right, looking good. We should get a sub 155 without any trouble here, so that's a good time. Everybody put your arms up when we're going up the big hill. That will help you go faster. That's how gravity works. All right. Always a fun time. The minecarts are always a fun time. So I'm glad we got to do that.
I'm sure glad we just paid off that roof.
They got to use the door like everybody else. That was me trying to be a voice actor. I won't do that again. I'm sorry.
No more.
No.
Actually, can you be Peach?
No, definitely not.
How much do we
Mario,
have to
please
donate?
Save me, I'm in danger.
How much do we have to donate to make Blaze play Peach?
No. I'm speedrunning. I'm not here for the voicing. That's why I brought these two along.
Oh, we were your hired labor. Is that it? Just so you know, the going rate is $2.50 an hour.
Oh gosh. Oh no, they're union.
Donate it to lnfy.org. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So here's a beetle. They're trying to catch this beetle for Booster. Booster is another new character that we're going to meet. Booster seems to be like a prototype Wario, I guess. I don't know how else to describe Booster. And I don't know the chronology. I think if Mr. Shasta was around, Mr. Shasta would know all the Wario history. But for now, we're just going to let this beetle kind of float around, and then we're going to map warp out of here. So
I unapologetically love Booster.
I like it until he opens his mouth, and then I'm like terrified.
There was a Booster cosplayer here at the convention.
Yes, there
No.
was.
Yes, there was.
was.
I think the very first time we got in one of the convention elevators, he was there with our group.
Okay, I would get on a different elevator personally.
But then we'd miss the wedding.
That's true. All right, that was Booster Pass. That was a very short area. And now we're to my favorite area in this game, which is Booster Tower. And also, the best cutscene. So, who's doing Bowser?
Everyone in this room, if they had the chance.
It's all you.
I
am
will say,
slain.
okay, so I oddly enough, like I made a social media post earlier that was like, I extremely underestimated how much furries watching Fastest Furs would want me to kiss Bowser, because that incentive got met in like less than an hour, and it was over $800. So clearly that was a good idea. So, but anyway, he's just a little grumpy right now. It'll be okay. He's out of minions. It happens, and you know we're just kind of here. So. God, I love that laugh. Let me show you how a real man does it. The look on Mallow's face.
Oh my
I once did that for
God.
real. I tried to practice a front flip onto my bed, and I broke a perfect circle hole in the wall as a result. My dad was not happy about that.
All right, so Bowser actually joins your party in this game, which is just like the greatest thing ever. So, but we have 4 party members now, so the game wants to know if we want to learn how to switch allies, which is we don't. We're good. One cool thing about the remake that was not in the original is we can actually swap party members out if they die in battle, which probably will happen. It makes certain fights so much safer than in the original version, mainly the cake fight, which we'll talk about when we get there. But yeah, another nice little, I don't want to call it a quality of upgrade, a quality of life upgrade, but it was a decision that they made when they wanted to remake this game to make it a little bit more dynamic, I would say.
This man came in T-posing. He knew exactly how to make an entrance.
All right, so the reason I love this area so much is the platforming is just so fun in Booster Tower, so.
And you say that as someone who doesn't like platforming, right?
Okay, yes. Oh, 8-bit curtain got met, so we have to do that right now. I'm glad I remembered this was here. So everybody, thank you for donating for this. This was in the original game, and we're going to see it again here. And here we go.
All right. Is this warpless or?
Any percent. Oh, and nope, we're not getting out of here like that. So back behind the curtain with us. All right, I don't know what happened there, but anyway, there's some weird stuff going on behind that curtain. But again, thank you for donating for that so we can show that off. It's just a fun little Easter egg. I sort of expected when the remake came out that they would do like a 16-bit curtain instead. Oh, I don't know why I jumped on that. I don't need to do that. But no, they went all the way back to the original 8-bit curtain, and I respect that. So
They carried that through the Paper Mario games as well, too, right?
I believe so. So fun fact, I just recently played Paper Mario for the first time because I never had
Really?
I never had a Nintendo console growing up after the Super Nintendo. I was a PlayStation kid after that because I'm an RPG person and that's where Final Fantasy
Yeah.
went. So, you know.
Paper Mario was, I think, like my true first game that I like 100%ed, did all the recipes, did everything else. And I remember when I went to Star Road towards the end of the game, I had an emotional breakdown and cried because it was like, oh, this is the last time that I'll have experienced this game and done everything that there was to do. So I'm glad you got to do that for yourself. Does that mean have you not yet played Thousand Year Door?
I have not. The reason I wanted to play the original Paper Mario is I'm really looking forward to the Thousand Year Door remake that's coming out in a few weeks, I believe.
It is pretty much universally considered even better than the original Paper Mario was.
Yeah.
So you are in for a real treat.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. My sort of reintroduction to games of that nature came with Bug Fables, which I know is a favorite among some of the folks on set.
Yeah.
Lori Bunnykin's frantically waving her hands. But yes, Paper Mario, Bug Fables is just another incredible like indie RPG that is kind of like this. And again, I'm pretty bad at that as well because I'm bad at platforming. But you know, you do what you do.
Amazingly balanced, a cool story, a nice challenge option for people who really want to, give themselves that extra little bit of work they have to do.
Well, you got well into Bug Fables too, Sean. So
I did the extreme mode from the very beginning because of the Paper Mario roots, and it was very fulfilling. I was super happy with it.
It's a funny thing. So Sean and I have a similar taste in speedruns and video games because I think there was Bug Fables and this one and also Fuga Melodies of Steel.
Yes!
Fuga mentioned!
We have a great affinity for these games.
Listen, if you wanted me to finish talking about Fuga Melodies of Steel, we needed to add like 2 extra hours to this estimate. So I will just say, please play that game. Please support it. It is made by a company that went, hey, we didn't even make 50% of our production costs back on the first game. We're making 2 more just because we can and we want to, and we're passionate. Beautiful music, and oh my goodness.
Yep. All right, so this is the famous curtain minigame. I am going to fail it because it's faster. And there's an accessory that you get if you complete the minigame. In the original, it was called the amulet. It's called the booster charm in this version, and we don't need it. So, although honestly, like with my Kulex practice fights, it probably would come in handy, but it's okay. We need the money and the experience from Booster more. So we're just kind of waiting here.
Does this give me a chance to get a few donations in then?
Yes, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right. We had $5 from Ramsey saying, all aboard the $5 minecart train. Dante Wolf with $5 says, Kulex fight, why yes. How about with no rock candy?
No. Hard pass.
We also had Maztitos with a $50 donation. No comment, doesn't need it. Thank you so much for that. Rabbit Hike.
Go ahead. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay.
One more. Rabbit
Hikes with $5 says, get it, Blaze. Have a great run. Beep, beep. P.S. Zardragon is too derpy not to love.
That is factually correct. Oh my gosh. Yes. So we're fighting Booster here. I did freebie that rock candy, which is very nice. Oh, I totally messed up the timing on that. Oh well. There's some attacks you just don't really see all that often, and then they happen, and you're just like, oh crap, I'm gonna fail this, and then you do. So, dance time. All right.
There, I did Bowser that time. Are you happy?
Yeah, we have Bowser. Bowser dance is incredible. There's a dance for everybody in this game. I think that's the best way to put it. So.
I like when he's the one that levels up because every 5 seconds he does that kind of, like when he like tilts his, yeah, he's got the confidence.
Yep. Does have the swagger. All right, this is the knife guy, a great guy fight. This is our first kind of like dual fight like this. So we're gonna use Bowser's Terrorize again. I wanted to hit both. There's a 10% chance it'll miss. It got both, great. And then knife guy is weak to fire, so we're gonna use fire. And then Gino Mallow and Bowser. I missed that. That was bad. Okay. They have a triple move called Clown Car Barrage, and we're going to go ahead and use that now. It is an AoE, and it deals... it's actually non-elemental damage. It kind of looks like it should be elemental, but it's not. But it's very powerful, so we're going to use that a few times throughout the run as well. And we'll just go ahead and finish off this fine fellow here, and then we'll be off to pick some flowers off of Booster Hill. All right, that's the fight. All right, so I was mentioning earlier, in the original SNES version, I would say the skill level for that run is significantly higher, and the main reason is for stuff like this, where if you don't do booster kill right, your run is basically over because you have to get a certain number of flowers to be able to continue playing the good route. I technically could just put my controller down and go for a walk if I really wanted to, just because I have plenty of flower points from other things. But I'm going to try to get at least 8, because 8 is a good number. For me to kind of set me up for the next part of the run here. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, wish me luck, everybody.
Count them up.
Not off to a good start, but it's okay. So if I jump on a barrel or a sniffet, I get a boost.
One.
So.
2. 3.
Shoutouts to chat, who has already counted 11 and 7.
4.
I think we all know at this point Twitch chat is just not very good at math.
This next one's for Presentia. 5.
Happy birthday, Presentia.
Happy birthday, buddy. How old is he turning? 6.
Again, though, just the music. If for nothing else, just enjoy this for the music. It is so incredible. And just also, it's like dynamic, so you know, it's got an intensity to it as things get further along. It's a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie.
I lost count.
7.
7, yeah.
This reminds me of everyone running to my cafeteria on calzone day. It was like the only day that we cared about the food they were serving. 8.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Okay. Well, like I said, I wanted 8, so anything else from here is just kind of gravy anyway, so.
9.
There's a fun thing that can occasionally happen here. No, it didn't happen, but yeah. We got 9. 9's good. 9 is clap for being an acceptable booster hill. Yes.
You did okay.
I did fine. And now we're at the chapel where Peach and Booster are trying to get married. Marriage. And we'll be busting in here and disrupting the wedding.
This song drives me crazy because it is so similar to one of the songs in Legend of Mana. It starts that same way with the dun 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 dun. So every time I hear it, I'm like, Yoko, what are you doing?
This is actually fairly difficult, so I'm kind of hoping I get it first try. Nope. Okay. Okay, second try is fine. That Sniffster is not a pro at busting down doors. We have a better option here. Oh, and this is where we're going to kiss Bowser. So very shortly here will be that incentive that you all donated for.
Hold on, I got to set up the 4K video on my phone.
I'm messing up deliberately a couple times so you can do that, Sean, just so you know. Not really. Okay, there we go. I missed it the first time, and I never miss it the first time, so then I kind of didn't know what to do, but we got back to it. So.
It's okay. Everyone gets nervous on the big day.
Especially with Bowser, right? All right, so Peach loses all of her stuff. We're going to go ahead and get it back from the Sniffets here. And the way this works is if you do an extremely, extremely good job, you get a kiss from Peach. If you do an okay job, you get a kiss from somebody else. And if you do a really, really bad job, you get a kiss from a third character. Thankfully, the Sniffets are not particularly difficult in this game, except when they want to be. So hopefully they won't be this time. But I should be able to time things correctly so that I get the Bowser kiss. So here we go. Wish me luck, everybody. This is a big moment. We need to make sure that we get a kiss from the... we need to make sure we get the canonically correct sequence here. So, all right, they were very nice to me. Okay, that should be fine. All right, so everybody pucker up. Here we go. Get ready.
All my fan fictions have led up to this moment.
And... Hey!
Wait, I missed it. Can we go back and do it again?
It's nothing like your first Bowser kiss.
Or second. Or
See,
third.
Kate, he understands.
Yeah, we can't go back anyway. The cake's here. It's time for
That's right. Once you've kissed Bowser, you can't go back.
So this fight is unironically one of the hardest fights in the run, especially in the original version of the game. It's a little bit better on the remake, but it's still fairly technical and easy to mess up. So I'm going to be pretty focused here. I don't know why my brain just decided it didn't want to work, but here we are. So I'm going to let us get through this first part of the fight, and then Ian, after that, you can definitely do some announcements. But for now, I'm going to make sure I focus here. Here comes the cake. And it's very important that I end this first phase of the fight on Bowser's attack, because Mario needs a turn before the cake gets to attack. Because this is one of the first fights in the game where there's kind of like a pretty big bump in difficulty, which is, I think, part of what can throw people off about the fight. And we're pretty under-leveled for the most part, especially Mario. So we picked up a red essence earlier, and Mario is going to need to use that. Otherwise, he is probably going to spend most of the fight flat on his face. So I'm to the fine part now, Ian. So go ahead if you have any donations or announcements or anything you want to read.
I've got a couple more donations here as we keep making progress towards that incentive to fight the Super Boss Kulex at the end of this run. We have $5 from the cats Mustard and Yogurt. They say, $5 minecart train, count us in. The best boss in the game is King Calamari. Or maybe Jinx, he seems like he'd be fun to bat around. But that doesn't mean we don't want to see a wolf fight Kulex. Don't know to make that happen. Of course, the cats are either going to go for some calamari or a small thing they can just push off the table. We also have $5 from Brosentia. Again, going towards that incentive fight Kulex with the comment that is clearly just pure lies of, it is not my birthday!
Happy birthday!
But there's cake.
We understand you just said it to save time.
We got you a cake and everything.
Yeah. All right. So, I've done that before. By the way, you can't light cakes on fire. They're impervious to fire. So I'm going to get punished for that little mistake. But it'll be okay. Bowser is fine. Bowser will take care of this for me, if nothing else. So. Cakes are weak to being jumped on, believe it or not. I assume that also is correct in real life. I've never jumped on a cake, but it seems correct. All right, so that fight's over. We're good. And now Booster is going to demonstrate how to properly eat a cake. Don't boil it, first of all. That is the first lesson.
Well, that's my nice plans ruined.
And no more cake.
Man, I wish my metabolism was still like that.
All right, so this next sequence, probably the longest, most unnecessary sequence of cutscenes in the game, so I should think of something to talk about. I don't really have anything at the moment. I'll rack my brain a little bit. Ian, do you want to throw some stuff out there for folks to ponder?
I can take a moment here and we can talk about what we're raising money for, because we are raising money for an incredibly awesome cause. Fastest Furious Live at FWA 2024 will be raising money for FWA's chosen charity, the Lost and Found Youth Organization. Lost and Found Youth is an Atlanta-based organization dedicated to helping homeless LGBTQ plus youth find stability, safety, and a place to call home. To learn more about their mission and programs, please visit www.lnfy.org and donate if you are able by using the command !donate in chat or by visiting www.fastestfurs.com/donate.
Yes, please. That would be great. We picked up Mallow's cricket pie there. We could have done that earlier, but it's faster to do it there because we kind of get put right in front of the shop again. And now we have returned Princess Peach to the Mushroom Kingdom. So, hooray, go us.
It's the end of the game, right? You saved the princess, brought her back.
That's how it's supposed to work. I think our work is still not done though. We are only at 3 stars still.
That's the title of the game, right? Legend of the 3 Stars?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yes. Some pretty good animations in this sequence as well to watch out for. But yeah, it definitely, maybe we can get an update on that Kulex incentive, and also just if you have anything else to say, Ian.
Right now, the QLEX incentive stands at $406.69.
Nice.
Out of the $1,500, which means we've got a little less than $1,100 to go. We also have about an hour and 40 minutes to go on that, so I still think we can do it. I still think we can hit that incentive, but I'll need your help.
Yeah, that fight is legitimately a super boss fight. It is no joke. You will definitely want to see it. It will be a great way to end this marathon. So.
It's beautiful, but it's painful.
It could be very painful. I might die. So.
And then there's the super boss version.
We're gonna stop at
Ow.
the original, but yes, there is. There sure
Ow.
is.
My soul.
And I won't be doing anything. I will also just mention as well, I will not be doing any extra prep. It's going to be in the same file, same run. I'm getting some extra frog coins so I can get 1 item at the end of the run, but that is basically the only thing that I'm doing different in order to make sure I'm ready for Kulex. So.
We do have Wonder J popping in, donating $50.
Yeah, good.
Very, very shared sentiment here. Just says, let's fight Kulex. Oh, I want to see it.
It's Saturday. We're hydrated. We got to fight something. It's just the way of the world sometimes.
We are no longer staying in our lane.
Look, it's that boy.
Mallow's face there gets me.
Just hits the cement.
She really did just say, yeet.
My umbrella also does that. No.
Mine breaks if I look at it wrong.
All right, so after this cutscene, our party will be complete. Peach is our last party member, so we're going to have 5, the fabulous 5 here, and we'll be proceeding along. Peach does have her uses. Bowser, unfortunately, also is not going to be used all that much in the run, but, you know, everybody will have their time to shine, so... I'm going to go back to Booster Pass really quick because there's something I need to do here now that I've been to Booster Tower and opened up this new section. And hopefully I will be able to avoid this fight. It is really hard to avoid in the remake. Have to just get all the way to the bottom. Okay, good, I got it. That is very hard to do. There's an extra Coca-Cola here. Oh, I could have just... I'm still used to the old version. I could have just map warped there. Anyway, so we did that. We just wanted to see Mario do a little tumble. Now we're going to go to Tadpole Pond. And we have to advance the story here. Because he's sad. And he's hungry. So that cricket pie will fix that. That gets us the Froggy Stick, which we don't really need. That was kind of for earlier in the game, but it's fine. And then now we can actually progress the story. We get told there's a star on Star Road. Makes sense. It's, you know, not just a clever name. And then we're going to go to Marymore because we can't actually map warp to Star Road yet because we haven't been there. But we can get to the next best place. There's also an extra frog coin that I'm going to get here because this is the optimal time to get it. All right, and then warp to world map. And we will head to Star Hill. This is such a cool area. I don't really have much to say other than that. Star Hill is just like, they really went all out when they designed this in the original and in the remake. So,
Do you have a game, or what is the game that is your favorite overworld music?
That is a good question. I mean, this one's up there for sure. I would say, so the games that I've probably played the most in my life are Final Fantasy IV and this one, maybe Earthbound. But Earthbound doesn't really have an overworld the same way, so yeah, I'll say this one. I think that's fair. How about you?
Probably Chrono Cross.
Okay. Yes, that is also a very good one.
Big fan of Chrono Cross music.
Same. Yeah, Mitsuda is actually my favorite composer, so. All right. There's just a star piece up here, so cool. We found another one. That's 4. I think the idea behind this one, by the way, is like, we just did all that stuff to save Peach, and we didn't even get a star for it, so here, we'll just give you a star now.
I love Bowser's.
Yeah.
Bowser's into it. Bowser's here for this whole saving the world thing.
I think I might like him.
All right, I've got a pretty big menu coming up here after this cutscene because we're going to do our biggest shop of the run in a moment here in Seaside. Yeah, well, I'm an RPG speedrunner, so this is the stuff I get excited about. Sorry, everybody.
Sound effects are so cute. Good sound design is so important.
All right, and we are off to Seaside Town. Just a little bit of work to do here. We're going to take that shopping trip that I just mentioned, and then we're going to talk to the elder of the town to advance the story. But something funny's going on here. I don't know what it is, so we'll get there. I'm going to keep one Coca-Cola for later. That's going to be a cool X thing also. All right, and then I'm going to buy 5 fire bombs and 2 ice bombs. Those are very powerful items, and they also, if you have like an attack bonus, they also accept they also get their damage boosted. Rock candy also works that way. And then there's one other thing I have to do, which is there is a NPC up here that is selling frog items, and he is selling an XP booster, which we need for Mallow because Mallow is the MVP of this run, as I mentioned before. So Mallow now has the XP booster.
Thank you.
They grow up so fast. And then we're going to head into the C area here, and there's a very important XP star here. I have to make sure I do this as almost perfect is fine, but I really want to do it perfectly, so I'm going to focus on this here. So far, so good. That was the hardest screen. All right, we got all of them. Good. I can miss one. I don't want to miss 2, so. And long dance sequence here.
I love all of you.
I like that everyone just immediately goes back to sitting completely still after that.
Yeah. It's like going to church, right? All right, now we're headed into the sunken ship here. Another very cool area. And also where the Johnny fight is, and that's where I'm going to be doing my super jumps with the fursuit head. So again, thank you all for donating for that. I do want to make a point now, just so everybody understands when we get there. I do not have to do 100 super jumps in this run because they're not required to finish the run. I can get the super suit. It maybe saves like a minute or two, but it's not a huge deal if I don't get it. I do need to get 30, and 30 is still extremely hard, and that is because after jump 13, the frame window for the next input really tightens up. So it is a fairly tricky thing. But before that, we're going to be fighting the calamari. I need to make sure my party is correct. It is not. And then we have to use the magic word, which is pearls. Or if you mess up, it is merles, which is not right.
When I had to figure out this puzzle, I was constantly trying to figure out what the 6-letter word was ahead of time. And at first I said, it's corpse. It has to be corpse. And all of the hints suggested it was corpse. It was like, found under the sea, in sunken ships. Sometimes there's multiple.
That's one way. I guess that's a
take.
Your brain went there.
I'm worried about you.
We're going to start using those fire bombs right away, because this boss can be a little annoying if you don't kind of quickly dispatch everything. And I'm really looking for freebies here. So far, nothing. I did get a freebie rock candy earlier, though, so for now I can kind of use that in the place of a fire bomb. So
The worst part, Ian, is the letters actually will let you spell that word out if you want to. So I was very upset when it didn't turn out to be correct.
You were very confident, is what you were.
Oh, I got a freebie, good. So now Gino can just finish the fight. And I freebied again, even better, cool. Freebies are so good in this game. If you get the good freebies, it really just makes your life a lot easier. And dance time again. You can generally tell if I'm underleveled or not by how much we get to dance during boss fights at the end. So
It's good exercise.
yes. Oh, that was oops, my bad. We'll try that again. There we go. All right, got some platforming to do here. Get these coins. This one's not the exciting one. The next room is the exciting room. For some reason, there's just a clone of Mario in here. Oh, there. Okay, I need that first. And then I need that Coca-Cola that's up there. And I need to jump on my clone's head and then make a fairly precise jump off of the head. There we go. Okay. Just a few more screens here. I'm going to actually backtrack. Oh, I jumped a little early. That's fine. There's a bunch of frog coins on this screen that I'm going to get so that I have them for hopefully the Kulaks fight later. This is not something I would normally do, but for the Kulaks fight coming up, I'm going to make sure that I have enough frog coins to get a couple extra defensive items. All right, and we will proceed as we want to. This next room is the most annoying room in Super Mario RPG. It was in the original. It still is in this version. All right, kind of wait for that fish to move. Okay, nope, he doubled back on me, jerk. All right, it's fine. One fight, no big deal. And I'm gonna get back here. There's a hidden door back here that has a safety item that I need, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that now. It's literally called the safety ring. It's not just a description, it is actually a safety item. And then we are almost to the Johnny fight, and again, just as a reminder, that's where I'm gonna do my 30 super jumps. Maybe 100 if I don't know. I'm a bundle of nerves right now, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty confident I can get 30, so. That's coming up soon. We just have to get through some lackeys first. So, Ian, anything you want to say before we get to that fight?
A couple of things. We have a $5 donation from Anonymous who says, "Choo choo! Does this donation help get more level ups? Let's get more dancing." I am fully in agreement with this because it's keeping the blood flowing, and it's just very funny to just look out and see the whole crowd going with it. I want to. I don't know if this is gonna help soothe the nerves or not, but I am going to put out a little challenge for everyone out there because I'm gonna do it too. 100 super jumps sounds amazing. What if we donate for every single one that he pulls off? I'm gonna donate $1 for every super jump.
I'm going to do that too. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. So hopefully I will be donating $100 to Lost and Found Youth after this next fight. First, we got to dance. Now is the time in Super Mario RPG when we dance. All right, but it's in this next room, so I'm going to get my menuing done. I'm going to make a quick safety save, and then we will proceed to the fight. So, okay, I will. So the way this is actually going to work is I'm going to take my headset off, so I will not have audio. So I will be doing this purely with visual cues. And again, hopefully this will go smoothly, and we can all celebrate afterwards. So,
Super focus mode.
yeah,
All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody. That was harder than it looked. It's very different than doing it at home, obviously, and with all the people. And I'm just glad I got the 30, because that's what I needed. And let's all dance again, because why not? Thank you again for donating for that. That was a fun little idea that I had, because I want to support our amazing charity, Lost and Found Youth. So. All right. And Ian, what else you got?
I got to catch my breath from the dancing, and also the fact that I was holding it.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been, but yeah.
Oh, I was in just rage the entire time. We do have $5 from Anonymous, who says, oh wait, no, we've got that one already. We've got $5 from Tornado, who says, I spent months as a kid thinking the password was Oyster, which it does give you the letters for. And Zeromus donates $5.
I think it was also cool. Go ahead.
Even beings of pure hatred can chip in a few dollars to watch the best fight in the game. That punk and his fancy crystals don't have nothing on me, though. His battle music is better, though. I'll give him that.
We are currently at $481 out of the $1,500 we need, so a little over 1,000 left. We're getting there.
All right. I believe in everybody. We can get this done, and we can close out the marathon on an extremely high note. So, all right. So immediately we're going to another boss fight. This is Eurytovich. The name will say something different on stream, or on the game screen, but his name is Eurytovich. And this is the first fight where Mallow has the Shocker spell, which is one of the most powerful spells in the game. And that is going to make a huge difference in this fight. So,
What a shocker.
yeah, Shocker alert. It's also one of the hardest attacks in the game to time properly. So, I'm going to be hoping that my brain is all calibrated for good shockers tonight. So we'll find out. Yeah, I'm going to focus on that. Kate and Sean.
Yeah.
Spiritovich, what do you think?
What do I think of the character? Or the
Sure. He's a little goofy, right?
His name's not Spiritovich. We went over this.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He's fine. I really like the field on which you fight him. I think this background is really cool.
Kind of makes me think of Live Alive.
It does. Yes. Okay, I can see that.
If you guys have never played that before, and no one else has played that before, the boss music in that is, whoo, it's so good.
Live Alive is
Once you
amazing,
hear it
yeah.
once, it's never going to leave your brain.
This is cool. And I like that we get to use Shocker. Shocker's great.
I just hope that when I'm whatever age he's supposed to look, that my knees are not like that all the time.
Drink some milk.
Mine already are.
I'm going to the Pilk party tomorrow. You should join me.
Should I?
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, not the Pilk party. Sorry, something else. I forgot about the Pilk party. Darn it. No, I need to use that Coca-Cola that I got earlier. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was awkward.
That's why your knees are the way they are.
Fun fact about this also works in the original. The one that it targets, that is the real Spiritovich. So, Eurytovich.
That's not his name.
I know, sorry. So I'm a little behind now. This might actually do it.
He's got Pilk on the brain.
It's true. Nope. I'm gonna get poked again. Ow. And if this fight goes well, you don't ever get poked, so, you know. But I got all my shockers, so that's the important thing. That's the fight.
You do well enough, we'll give you a Gonster. It's a Guinness and a monster.
Oh, no. I'll dance still, but...
And we got our star back. We get this one twice. It's great.
I was just going to say, my knees are like that just from the staircases.
yeah.
About the 19th time I climbed up to my room, my body decided,
Only
no, I think we're
once.
done.
Only once at this con did I decide I was going to go up 17 flights of stairs instead of wait for the elevator. And from then on,
Oh
I
my
waited
gosh.
for the elevator.
You know, so we missed the opportunity to make jokes about the hotel, and it would have been a booster tower. That would have been fantastic. Oh well. That place also has a lot of stairs. All right, so we saved all the villagers because they were actually kidnapped by Eurytovich and stuffed in this room. Also, fun fact, if you refuse to give the fake elder the star, he will come and tickle the real elder as torture. And he will actually just go tickle him over and over and over again. It's quite uncomfortable. All right, a little bit of tech here. So I'm gonna. This is not the tech. This is just a normal shopping trip. But after this, I'm gonna do something kind of cool, and it's not gonna make any sense. And then I'll explain it. And it still won't make any sense, but at least explain why I did it. There's a shop here. The NPC is called Mushroom Boy. If you talk to Mushroom Boy, for some reason the game sets a flag that you don't have to do a fight later. And so we just did that so that we could skip a fight in about 10 minutes. All right, and we are done here in Seaside Town, so we're going to head off to Land's End. This game really moves at a nice pace. It's one of the things I like about this game a lot. It's just you don't spend a ton of time in any one particular area, so. Right, so we're going to be doing some cool jumps here. I'm going to jump into the fur pile, the dog pit here, just because it's a little bit faster, and if I jump out okay, it'll be fine. We'll see what the doggos decide to do. Oh, I was fine, and then I wasn't, so that was on me.
Listen, we raised $10,000. We can spend an extra minute in the dog pit, okay?
As a treat.
Treat?
All right, I'm going to wait patiently for these geckets. And now we have to deal with the bees. And I dropped an input there for some reason. That was a little annoying. Ah, okay.
Y'all went and got Chad excited about treats.
Hold on. I'm like, hold on. I'm going to reset this. I think,
Put the fursuit head back on.
yeah, clearly. It's like, yeah, I'm getting a little bit of input lag that I'm not used to. Hold on. I'm just going to reset the room one more time. Yeah, it happened again. Okay. Now I have to deal with the bees. Hold on. I'm just going to play like I know it's laggy, and then it'll probably be fine. It's just kind of throwing me off because I'm not used to it. Okay. Got through it. That's fine. Now I'm going to do something that I probably shouldn't do after that, but we're going to try it anyway because it looks cool. So I'm going to just... oh, I missed it. Okay. You can run along the side of those donut blocks. It's actually kind of cool. So, but I failed, so I'm just going to do it the normal way at this point. Although I'll skip a couple just because... And this is the fight I skipped by talking to Mushroom Boy. For whatever reason, you just don't have to do that, which is nice. All right, but I do have to do the rest of these. And I'm going to make sure I don't get a special enemy. And as long as I don't get a special enemy, that's fine. And I'm going to hopefully freebie some of these ice bombs here. We'll see. Okay, well, there's one. Because I have to do 3 of these fights, and one ice bomb does it. Otherwise, I have to do something less... optimal, so there's one. No special again, that's good.
Do we have time for a couple quick donations?
Yeah, go ahead.
Excellent. We got $10 from Blaze's father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
They were former roommates.
And do you know what that makes us? Absolutely nothing.
Nice.
I may have exaggerated slightly about hitting my donation limit. We also had $99 from me and Keith, who says, I lied. I quietly decided to upgrade it. $3 for a super jump.
Right, yes. So I did 33, right? Was that
That's
number?
what I got, yeah.
Okay, so I have to donate $33 later. I will hopefully remember to do that. XP start time again. This one's actually pretty important because this one, there's actually 2 XP stars in a row, and this one I get more XP per kill than the other one. I did bonk a little bit, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get as many extras as I would like, but I got a couple, that's fine. And long dance sequence here, everybody. This run is like 25% dancing.
This is going to be my exercise routine from now on. I'm just going to sit in on streams of this game and do this whenever they level up.
Then I'm just going to leave it AFK on there for you.
All right, and there's a secret star back here that you can buy for 400 coins, and we're going to do that one as well, because I want to get Mallow to level 14. Because Mallow learns an amazing ability called Snowy at level 14. And Mallow just got level 14. So that is good. All right.
You can't keep doing this to me, man.
More energy. Come on.
All right. Okay, I promise we're done dancing for at least a few minutes.
No!
Okay, fine. We'll dance again in a minute. But first, I have to do, so this is actually the one cool new thing in the run, which is there is a skip in this room. It's called Temple Skip. I need to line up just right, run up here. I can kind of stand on the side of this guy, and then, I fell off. Okay, we'll try it again. I want to get this, so. Oh. So then, you'll see it when it happens. I jump on the side of him. I basically like stand on a spot where that doesn't happen, and then I can jump out of the room. So I'll try it again here. Okay, got it.
Yo.
That is two very difficult jumps. It's got a pretty good setup, but that second jump is always tricky. It skips having to wait for this door to open, so it's kind of worth it just for that. But yeah. Otherwise, you have to get your fortune and all this other stuff. Oh, right. I remembered there's frog coins in here that I need. And then we'll see what fortune we get. Ooh, we got the one that we need. That's 50-50. Nice.
The folks out there donating have some real interesting versions of math that I very much like.
Go for it. We're going to fight Belome again.
Ramsey donates $50 and says $1 per jump. Round it up. Let's get Kulex. We get $30 from Seviote, who just says, dance, dance, dance. And, oh yes, no, absolutely. We have $83 from Iggy Doggo, who says, I counted 83 total super jumps in the fight. So here's this. Let's fight Kulex.
That's true.
And we have $33 from JD Puppy saying, joining in the donation idea. You're doing great, Blaze. Let's get that incentive met. We are pushing up to $831.69.
Nice.
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 We're over halfway there. We're also over halfway through this run.
Nicer.
This fight should be over. All right. Time to go home for dinner. Goodbye, boys and girls. That is our last Belome fight. We say Belome, right? We say Belome in this household.
You're not a Bellamy.
Belome, Belome.
Bellamy, Bellamy, ooh la la.
All right, so I did those super jumps earlier. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the reward for that, which the 30 super jumps, you get the attack scarf. 100 is how you get the super suit. Like I mentioned, you don't need the super suit to finish the breezy run, which is part of why I like it.
If I can chime in on that, in fact, I don't think a lot of people know that the super jumps, besides the timing being tighter after the 13th jump, it will not let you continue if the damage that you have dealt is higher than the enemy's remaining HP, which is why when most people go for the 100 super jumps, they either remove all of Mario's equipment or they do it on an enemy that's immune to jumps so that you can technically jump infinite times or up to 100. So this was actually a race against time, because if he had gotten the boss's health low enough, it would not have been possible to do the 30 jumps before he finished the fight. So, just my little nerd moment there.
You were very good at super jumps as well. We were talking about this before the run. Do you want to gush for a second? Do you want to throw some brags out there?
So I was aware about the 100 Super Jump Challenge before I started playing this game, because I had seen other runs in the past of this game where they had done that challenge. And when I tried to do it on stream, I did pretty decently. Like, I got as high as like 30. I think my absolute best was like 52. But there was just that little bit of lag between the input and what I was seeing on my stream overlay that I just couldn't do it. So at the end of the very first stream of this game, my first time ever playing it, I went, guys, I feel like it's different off stream. I feel like if I try it in handheld mode, it might be a little different for me. And I go and I chill on the couch afterwards, and within 15 minutes, I had done the 100 super jumps. So I got to showcase to everyone having the special equipment that you get, and I didn't know. I had no idea at the time that it was such a big achievement, because I just happened to get it as soon as I did. Never managed it again.
The input lag doing the super jumps is very difficult to manage in every controller, and honestly, whether you're like Bluetooth wired, all of that stuff makes a difference. So
I tried everything under the sun. I tried doing it based on shadow placement.
I'm sorry, I cannot believe I just did that. All right, So anyway, nobody saw that. This is the Sky Troopa course, and I'm gonna get it not first try, but I'm gonna get it here. This screen also has really bad lag. That is not why I'm failing.
That is just warm up.
excited
This was also something I did first try, just for the record.
for the record. Oh man, that was the last jump. That's too bad. Specifically, I need to get this in under 11 seconds because there is an accessory called, oh my gosh, the Troopa medal that I need. So we're not gonna be here that long. I do need to wait for that shell to get back. Okay. Deep breath. Okay, my first jump is messing me up because like my directionals are a little off. So
Just give me the controller, bro. I'll take care of it for you.
All right, I got it this time. That should be fine. Wait. Oh yeah, 10:08.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was rushing a little bit. We're good. All right, so Mallow's gonna get that. Mario's not gonna get that quite yet. Yes, he is. Okay, we'll fix that in a second.
Hey, want to hear some fun stuff?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Cool, we got a few more donations. People really seem to like that super jump train. Bursic donates $33, says, I'll join in on $1 for a super jump. Great work, Blaze. Bring the marathon home.
Thanks. I will say I'm a little sad I didn't do better on the super jumps though, because I would just I trust my friends to do it regardless, and I would like those numbers to be a little higher for the charity. But $33 is still an incredible amount for that, so I'll be fine. I'll get over it. Go ahead, Ian.
We also have Frazbright donating $50. No comment, but none needed. Again, pushing us closer and closer to fighting Kulaks. And Cycrus with $33 saying, I'll join in on that donation train. I'm looking forward to seeing Remake Kulaks. Let's meet this incentive chat. Also, shout out to the dancing gifts on stream. Excellent. Another thing that you may or may not have noticed on streams, that little number in the bottom right corner has passed $11,000.
Oh my gosh. Nice job, everybody. You're incredible.
You should do that many super jumps.
It does stop you at 100.
I swear it gets easier after the 4,000th one.
All right. Now it has reached its final form because what's it called? Bezo added some nutrients. It's totally fine, non-GMO, I'm sure.
Rar XD.
I do not want this thing to get a turn because it uses some pretty nasty attacks. So this fight is very scripted to make sure that the Mega Smilex does not get a turn. And this should do it. Yep, we're good. All right, boss down. You know what that means. All right, we're moving right along here. Bezo, that's right. First name Jeffrey. All right. So we're about to go up to Nimbus Land. I have a question. I have a question for Sean and for Kate. So what was your reaction when you found out that Mallow was not a tadpole?
Utter shock. I truly thought up until this point that he was.
4 words. I'm a TV tropes addict. So.
That is more than 4 words.
What? No, TV tropes is 1 word.
Is it?
Yes.
All right, all right.
I can't trust what you say, Oasis.
All right, the screen is actually really hard. I'm hoping I can get this. All right, first try. That's actually really cool.
So funny. Okay, this place is a bad memory for me because whatever you just did, I think I tried doing that for a half hour before learning that there was just a hidden block directly above me that I was supposed to hit and jump onto first. So I erased this from my memory.
All right. Well, Sean, I'm glad to know that I'm better at something in this game than you.
Just the one thing, though.
Yeah, only that.
Don't get overconfident.
That's true, yes. I did preface this entire run by saying I'm not very good at platforming, so I'm just going to be very, I'm going to keep leaning into that. So, Ian, what do you got for us?
Oh, I just read it. If I was doing Sean's $10 per comment that makes me laugh, there's a tally mark right here. Ramsey donates $20, says $1 per paratroopa attempt. Round it up. This has been an absolute blast of a marathon. Thank you so much to the runners and staff for an amazing weekend. Well, thank you all for donating over $11,000. Mind blown. By the way, we're getting closer and closer. We're just a little over $500 away from fighting Kulaks.
Wow. Let's finish it up.
967.69.
Nice.
Nice, and a palindrome.
Also, this statue looks a lot like Mallow.
I don't think so.
And also, the prince's name is also Mallow, by the way, the big bird prince. So, shoutouts to birds. That run from Dangers earlier was great.
Bird.
Did we say Dodo when Dangers was thanking all the birds? Did Dangers thank Dodo? Okay. Well, anyway, thank you, Dodo. Dodo sure is a bird. We're gonna get to spend a little more time with Dodo here in just a second. But first, there's some good Mallow lines here. I feel like I'm robbing Kate with my
You're
skip.
going too fast. I can't keep up.
There's a great scene there. So Mallow tries to like storm the palace. And they're like, "You can't be in here," and just like immediately gets thrown out. Mallow's trying his best though. All right, and now we're gonna become a statue. This is my one thing that I really wish they had not changed about the remake. They changed the name that Garrow gives you when you're a statue, and it was just completely a downgrade. So I'm not going to acknowledge what the name of the new Mario statue is. It will forever be the Plumber's Lament in my heart. All right, Ian, we got time for more donations and announcements if you have anything.
We have $5 from Lucky the Luxio. Shoutouts to Simple Flips. It's not a marathon until it happens at least once, if not like 38 times. I mean, I'm not going to argue. It's more money for the charity. And keep making me laugh.
Fun fact, so I had no idea, until I heard the modern soundtrack, there's like this weird like sound effect that reverbs. It's supposed to be Valentina laughing. And you can actually tell what it is in the modern soundtrack, but it still was there in the original, and I just think it's incredible that the thought was there to include this for while the castle is under Valentina's control, so. So, Dodo minigame, thoughts from the couch, anybody? We're about to do it.
Bird.
Bird.
Peck.
One of my favorite songs in the game.
It's not too, this actual minigame is not too bad. You just count to 4, so. Oh no, I should not have trusted you with that information, chat, room and chat. I'm not worried about chat. Chat can't yell at me. The room absolutely can, so.
Chad is currently yelling bird.
Just yell bird 4 times. That'll also work.
It's a 4/4 tempo. Don't get it wrong. Bird. 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 Bird.
Only out of bounds to
Bird.
run coming up here, by the way.
Bird. Bird.
All right. Shout outs to all of you for yelling bird, and shout outs to Dodo for being a bird. The one thing about the remake that annoys me about that cutscene, though, is in the original, Dodo's helmet was like too big, and you could clearly tell that the reason he couldn't tell that Mario wasn't a statue is because the helmet would fall down over his eyes, and that doesn't happen in the remake. So I don't know what the backstory is now for why Dodo can't figure that out.
Bird.
Bird, because bird. That's probably accurate. Yeah. All right, just waiting for this cutscene to be done, and then I've got a little menu, and then a little bit of platforming to do. We got the feather for that. The feather is great. It gives a speed boost and some other nice bonuses to the character that is equipping it. It's mostly going to be Geno.
How do you feel about the 9999 Geno Whirl?
I'm a big fan. I probably couldn't finish the run without it. And I'm like that they left it in.
Does anyone really remember how to do that fight normally anymore?
I know I don't.
No.
We've got the heavy troopas here.
Oh,
The
I
boy.
love them. I love
The
them.
lads.
Their faces are just amazing.
Crack open a cold one on the boys.
All right, and we've got Birdo here now. I mean, Big Eggy. Surprise, though.
The Birdo and the Bezo.
One very important thing about the Birdo fight is Birdo says trans rights. So if we have some trans rights checkborks in the chat, and I would strongly encourage everybody to spam the trans right checkborks during this fight. Otherwise, I'm just gonna punch an egg. So if you have anything else, go for it.
I was busy searching for the emote really quick. We do,
Oh, that's
however, have a $100 donation from Calaroni. 100 more towards fighting Kulex was an important message. Fried mozzarella sticks. And now I'm hungry.
Can I get you an egg in these trying times? Birdo, yeah.
I would absolutely eat a hard-boiled egg very swiftly right now.
Just got to get it while it's hot. Oh, I actually needed that egg because the egg deals damage to Birdo, although that went fine. So I don't know what, it like skipped a turn there. But anyway, Birdo's done. Trans rights!
Woo!
Fortunately, no dancing for that one, but that's okay. Oh, I always forget that that's there. Okay, well, we're going to be going back around for a second, so. I always get excited to be done with that fight, and then it's like, you have to pause there and not get blown off the thing. Hey, everybody, Birdo's back. So if you line it up just right, you can jump over this enemy, but it's fine as long as you kind of get the full, we'll call them iframes thing going there. And more heavy troopas. Still weak to snow.
I'm sorry, the correct name is Euryditroopas.
All right. And we've got another XP star here after this sequence. We find out that Valentina is quite loud, which again tracks with the fact that she is laughing during this whole sequence, and everybody, you can hear her no matter where you are in the castle, so it all kind of works. Ian, how we doing on the Kulex fight?
Taking a quick peek-see here, we've got a good amount of support for it here. We are at $1,122
We're closing in.
and 69 cents.
Nice.
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 out of the 1,500 that we need to meet this incentive, which means we got a little bit less than $380 to raise in the next 50-ish minutes. Folks, we are so close. Let us do this.
100% possible.
Yep.
Donate and tell us, is it Kulex or Culex?
Ooh, it's a good one.
Or is it cool legs?
Or
It-
some other secret third thing?
It is cool legs, clearly. We do have $50 from Ferric Fox. Big congrats to you on the super awesome Super Mario RPG run. Super proud of all the work from you and the fastest birds that make this possible for charity. Bowser kisses for you.
Aw, thank you, Ferric. Love you. We're just gonna be falling for a second here. Enjoy various Mario poses. All right. Now I have to make sure I'm equipped in a very specific way for this next fight. So I'm going to just make sure I do things correctly. All right, because this fight is terrifying, honestly. Check one more thing. Okay, need one more frog coin. This is the Valentina fight. And Valentina can do a lot of really, really nasty things. Valentina can also just kind of like slap you a bunch, and that's good because I can block that. So we'll see what Valentina decides to do tonight. Also, Dodo's gonna help, but Dodo's gonna try. Okay, I want everybody to understand Dodo's trying his best. So the reason I had to make sure Mallow is in the middle slot is because at the start of this fight, by the way, you can't not tell me that that is a Hey Arnold character.
I was about to say it.
Yeah. But that is why I wanted to make sure that Mallow is in the middle slot, because then Mallow gets taken off to this fight. Mallow has the Troop of Metal equipped, so that means I can just use a Firebomb. And Dodo, like most birds, does not like getting roasted. So that takes care of that. And now we'll be on to the Valentina portion, and I just have to hope that she behaves and isn't too rude. Okay, one slap. We like slaps. Slaps are good.
Just things you say at
Yeah.
11 o'clock on a Saturday night.
Thank you, ma'am. May I have another? This is worse. All right, so we got through that portion. Mallow will return. Mallow will help, because Mallow is a helpful boy. Unlike Dodo. But again, Dodo's trying his best. That, not great, but, oh, okay. That actually came at the fine time, because now I can just do this and take care of Mario's sleepy. Mario's a little sleepy.
Eepy boy.
Yep. Nice, I guess. That's less nice. That's also not great. Okay, Bowser, we need you. We're just trying to get through this fight at this point. It is not behaving particularly. Oh, and then I blocked too early on that. That's okay. And Mario's missed twice, which is also not great. Okay, Bowser got... Thank you, Bowser. Everybody clap for Bowser. Bowser was like, you need to get me back in this speedrun. I am useful. All right, and now dance. All right, and we've got another cutscene here where Mallow gets reunited with his family. But first, I love this. Here comes the key. Bonk.
Do you laugh when children get hurt?
Yes. Only this one.
He also lies to them.
I don't know if why I like this guy.
And we're gonna get more crying, but then I'm gonna be skipping the dialogue. But the King of Nimbusland is one of my favorite NPCs in this game because he just wants everybody's autograph, and I feel like that's kind of relatable. So it's pretty funny dialogue. But then we get to go jump in a volcano afterwards. So that's gonna basically be the story developments here. And Ian, what else do you have?
You reminded me of something. The fact that liking autographs being kind of relatable. We do have prizes here for this marathon.
Mm-hmm.
We are once again giving away prizes, and you do not want to miss out on these. Use command !prizes in chat to check them out. Get details on how to enter to win. Prizes including an autographed Nintendo Switch OLED.
That's a good segue. That was a fantastic segue. Yes, we have great prizes for this event, and you can enter to win a Switch OLED right now. And I'm gonna do this menu, which is very confusing because my party it was such a mess at the end of that fight. We'll be okay though. Wrong map. There we go. Need the most efficient way to the volcano. Be careful not to fall into the volcano.
Okay.
We're definitely not going into the volcano. Nope.
Oops.
Oops. Really, I don't know if they should have left that ledge there, though. This seems like an oversight. Definitely an OSHA
I
violation.
was just gonna say.
Oh, come on. It could happen to anybody.
This music is also incredible, so everybody enjoy it. And I just want to remind everybody, this is the original soundtrack from 1996, so it was good then, it's still good now.
It was nice of whoever first fell in the volcano to leave these wooden signs telling us how to get out.
It's true. It's pretty explored volcano. There is a reason for that. We'll get to that in a second. We're not alone in here. But first, dance. There's some pretty cool movement stuff in this dungeon. I'm gonna try to do it all as well as I can. That was one of them. That was actually kind of running along the side there. Not the easiest thing to do. That should be the last frog coin I need for the run, so that's good. I made a little mistake earlier, so I'm gonna deliberately do this fight. Normally I would try to skip this fight, but it's fine. And Mario's a little behind on XP right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure I get it back here, hopefully. Also, I could boost my chain. That seems good.
A quick little shout out. Thank you so much, Dangers, for that raid of 78 folks. You are watching Fastest Furs live at FWA just in time for our finale.
This one we have to do. Can't really get around it, unfortunately. But it has a chance of dropping some items that might be helpful too, so we'll see if we get anything here. Nope, that's okay. We got the XP, and we get to dance again. Wow, you just went right in the doorway. Okay, cool. Yep. There we go. All right. This one's pretty easy to skip. You can skip that one in the SNES version. It's a lot harder. They kind of just gave you a path around him in this version if you know it's there, so thanks. This guy's here, Cinder Toad. We don't really care about Cinder Toad.
I call him Fungi Fieri.
That's a good one. All right, and this is the cool movement screen. I'll see if I can get this first try. No, I was just a little late. Okay, we'll try it again because it's cool. I just got to reset the room really quick. Hold on. I thought of something else I forgot to do, and then it messed me up. So I'm going to do that first. Okay, now we'll try this again. Hey, there we go. Okay, that is really hard to do. You have to kind of wait like just a couple steps at the beginning, and then you just have to hit all your jumps on the way through. It's not as easy as I made it. I don't know if that seemed easy or not, but it was hard, I promise you. So anyway, Zardragon. He's a little derpy boy. Look at that face. He rar, so. I'm just gonna do a lot of snow attacks and some punching. So.
He's like the offspring of Donkey and Dragon from that first Shrek movie.
That might hurt. Yep. Ow. I believe, though. I believe in this team. All right. So that fight's over, but wait, there's more. It was funny because there's a fight like this in Paper Mario that's like the exact same thing, and there's also like a fake out boss. So they clearly just kind of have their idea about doing certain bosses a certain way. Volcano or lava bosses specifically.
I was terrified of that Paper Mario boss when I was younger.
I definitely did not win that fight the first time, much like this one. Oh, nice. He just didn't do anything. That happens sometimes. He can do counterattacks. I did block that for the record. Bowser's in. Go, Bowser. All right, that fight. Now the fight's done. And dance. I have to get my party right. And then it is time. Big moment here. We get to fight the budget Power Rangers, which I think everybody probably laughed when they saw the. Even back in '96, they were already dated to the point where it was funny, and now it's still even more funny somehow.
There is going to come a day where someone does this part of the game and goes, "What is this a reference to? I don't get it."
Oh, I suspect that happened with the remake quite a bit. Why are they 5 different colors, and what is the meaning of this?
Don't make me feel older than I already
Is
do.
this is this the Teletubbies?
That's also old, Sean. If you have an idea for what Nintendo could have replaced the Axum Rangers with in the remake of this game, please donate and let us know.
Let's see. I'm seeing the Wiggles, TMNT, Bluey.
The cast of Peppa Pig.
I mean, if you wanted to cast the characters you really wanted to beat up.
All right. So this fight is it's pretty scripted, but it can go wrong potentially. So I just need to make sure that I do the things right that I have control over. So there's 5 Rangers. They all do different things. The pink one's a healer. The green one's like a mage. The black Ranger is explosives. The yellow one is, I guess, like just pure strength. And then the red one is heart. Or, you know, I just made that last one up to make the red one feel better.
That's the weirdest Captain Planet crew I've ever heard of.
That's old too, Sean.
I'm just gonna wither into dust and float away at the end of the marathon.
The power is yours. All right, I need you, Bowser, because we're going to use the clown car barrage here. That knocks out green and pink, which are the two most important ones to get rid of. This should knock out the Black Ranger and the Red Ranger, and then I'll just have yellow left.
Do I have time to squeeze in a donation?
Let me go ahead and get through this part first, just to be
Absolutely.
safe. Okay, good. All right, and now we're going to jump on yellow. Good. All right, and now it is time for the Blade, which we've been hearing so much about. It has an attack called Breaker Beam. It's very important that I have a few turns before the Breaker Beam goes on, because it can one-shot my party. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Gino back in, and I'm going to boost Mallow, because Mallow is the MVP. Mallow needs to live so that we may finish this fight. And now we're going to get Breaker Beam. Mallow will survive. It's going to look very scary, but it'll be okay. Gino and Mario will probably die unless they dodge. They did not. We're going to bring in Bowser because Bowser. And then, oh, I missed my boost. That's fine. It does take a turn to recharge, so this will give me a chance to finish the fight here. Okay, that's the fight. It's a scary one. Ian, go ahead.
And we have a $5 donation from Lori D. Bunnykins saying, I think they should have changed them to the Skibbity Rangers.
All right, we are getting pretty close to the end at this point. We're gonna get another star here, so we're gonna raise that 6 star up. But there's 7 stars in this game, so where's the last star? I wonder. Someplace we haven't been in over 2 hours. It is gonna be back at Bowser's Keep. But first, we have to get on the bus, which is a fun little sequence. But we don't need to talk about that. Ian, go ahead. You probably have more important things to say.
Bursic donates $5 and says, those different colored guys. That's a Voltron reference, right?
Okay, if you thought it was Voltron, then you're actually really old. And I can say that because Bursic's a friend, but yes. I do have to give one quick shout out. I know we're supposed to save shout outs till the end of the run, but I have one very important shout out I need to give right now, and that is shout out to this guy's head. Saves me a whole bunch of running. Thank you, that cloud guy's head. Okay, anyway. So we're just running back to this is like the one instance of the game where you really have to do significant backtracking, and it's not the end of the world, but it is a little unfortunate. But we are going to get to use the Royal Bus, which I've been playing this game for almost 30 years, and it just clicked to me when I was getting ready for the marathon that there's multiple types of clouds that end in the word bus, and the cloud is a bus. So therefore, the Royal Bus is a cloud bus, and it's a play on words. And anyway, I hope you all enjoyed getting that little bit of knowledge, because there you go. We got some more ooh-oos coming up for the bus, too, so everybody get ready to ooh-oo with me. Here it comes. I don't know how I would feel if my bus was going ooh-woo when it pulled up to me at the bus stop. So,
How about your chat?
is chat also ooh-wooing?
Everybody.
I'm good. I'm glad. Ooh, ooh-woo. All right. All right, so we're back to Bowser's Keep. We've got 2 areas left. How are we doing on the Kulex incentive?
By my math right now, we need another $368.
Okay.
In the next half hour?
No, not even a half hour.
no.
This is crunch time, chat. Y'all got to bring it on home for Kulex because we're gonna be there before you know it. So just let's get her done.
You heard it straight from the wolf's mouth. $368 more in the next 20 odd minutes. Pressure's on, but I know y'all can do it.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, I did not do that to try to give you all a little bit more time. That was just a little oopsie on my part. So, oh, you're blocking me now. Oh, wow, I forgot about those guys.
But they're enraptured.
Oh, and there's two of them, okay. I'm learning all sorts of things today. Anywho, all right. So there's a fun sequence coming up here. We've got... I just jumped a little late there. I was getting ready to talk about the doors. But I actually need to stop at Krakow first. This is a Kulex thing. So again, giving y'all a little bit of extra time here. We're going to get a armor upgrade for Peach that is especially useful for the Kulex fight. And now we're going to do the doors. So if anybody in Twitch chat can guess the two battle doors, I don't have a prize, but you're really good at guessing. So we'll start with 3. Hopefully that won't be 1. Okay, it was. So now you have to guess the other one because I already found one of them. So we do not want to do the 2 battle doors, but shout out the number that you think the other battle door is.
5!
Okay, we're not going to do 5. We'll start with 1. Are you kidding me? Okay, that was the worst game of battle door ever. All right, we already found both of them. So anyway, ideally you don't want to find either of those because we just quit out of them. But now we get to do the quiz. Oh, and I accidentally did a tutorial, but that's okay. So now we get to do the quiz. Midas Dinah's little brother. The boy getting his picture taken can't wait till skiing season. Booster is what generation? 7th. What does red essence do? It gives you strength. Who is the famous composer Todovsky? What is the 4th option? Oh, I always screw this one up. I think it is items. Oh, okay. Did it waited too long? Oh, okay. Stash Peach and Rainbow Go. I might actually fail this. I can't remember if 2 fails loses it for me. I might still have a chance. Oh, their paratroop is in this one. That's right. Okay, we'll do it again. It's fine. We just, I got some weird quiz questions. A little embarrassed, but you know what? Again, I swear I'm not stalling for Kulex time. I think doing the tutorial kind of threw me off. Todovsky, red is the leader. Healing Rainbow. Although I like Stash, whatever, Power Go, that was pretty good. The moles are covered in soil. Booster is 7th generation. First star piece was found in Mushroom Kingdom. Who's the famous sculptor? Garrow. That's it. Okay, there, I got an easy set of questions. All right, and now it's time to do counting. Who likes counting? All right, this is 14 barrels because that one at the bottom fits in the spot that's missing, and then there's 2 on top. So 12, and then 2 is 14. Now this one looks a little harder, but it's generally pretty easy unless there's one specific pattern that it gives you. It is not this one. This is 46.
You counted that fast?
I did. I counted every single barrel individually. No, the way it works is, so it's 12, 12, and then 11, which is 35. They always put 5 in front, so that makes it 40, so then you just have to count the ones on top.
Easy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
46.
Imagine if you had been wrong, though.
I would have felt very, very embarrassed if that was the case. Oh, and then we've got the triathlon. So I have to talk to them and figure out where they finished. Okay, interesting. So this is 1, and then I know Bones is 2. And then this one is 3. So 2, 3, 1, 4. Not 5.
I way overthought this one the first time that I did it. I thought that you were counting their placement in each of the individual competition pieces and then averaging it out to see what place they got. And it was like, oh no, it's literally just, yeah.
I don't know what I missed there. I'm a little embarrassed. Are we going to have to do the quiz a 3rd time?
Yes.
I'm doing the quiz again. All right. Well, I'll be a little extra careful there.
Hey, Ian, how we doing on
Yeah.
the Culex?
We did get a $10 donation from Blur the Fur. Comment. Ooh.
You can keep going, Ian. I'm just gonna focus because I'm a little too
I'm
whatever right
I'm
now.
eagerly waiting more, and also more of these beautiful examples of counting. Shout outs to Aaron Jevleth in the chat for being the only person to guess 1 for the other door, and then immediately proving their mathematical capabilities by then going 2 + 2 = chair. That's exactly where we are all at this point in the night.
Yes, I'm gonna blame the fact that I'm at a furry con and all the things that go along with that. Not really. It's just this is very exciting, and you know it's fine. And I swear I'm not stalling for Kulex, although at this point I unintentionally have been. 15, by the way. All right, Sean, you're in charge for this one.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, you're over here.
I can be Sean.
Okay. 0, 6, 8, 14, 17, 20, 23, 27, 31, 34. It's 46.
It was the
again.
same as last time. Yep.
He was just, that's right. It was 46. Good job. Thank you.
So, fun fact, I used to be a math teacher in a past life, so maybe that's where some of that comes from. Being able to do math and also just saying good job like that. All right, I don't know what happened. I'm just going to pay a little more attention this time. That is 4. So 4, 1, 3, 2. 4, 1, 3, 2.
The music just makes it that much
Okay,
more
there we go.
intense.
I've honestly never failed that before. I have no idea what happened, but it's fine.
It's never happened before.
Yeah, it was a that's never happened before. All right. I was trying to. It should put me on that one though. No, not really. Okay. I'll go a little. I just said I was gonna be patient, and then I was like, no, I'm a speedrunner. Damn it, I'm not gonna be patient. All right, we'll take this slow.
Gives me a little bit of time to say we got $57 from Sevio with a comment so close, because that puts us at. Oh, we had another one come in like right as I was reading that, but that's at $11,299. And when I last looked, like $11.99 out of the $1,500. But now we've had a little bit more come in. Major donates $25. Says, "While I'm not an FWA, I'm glad I get to enjoy a dance party with every level up." Also wanted to say thank you to the staff and runners for hosting such a fun event. Oh my goodness gracious, fun doesn't cover it. It has been amazing.
There's nothing I can do to speed this up, so I apologize. I love the lava texture in here. We'll talk about how pretty this lava looks. It's like so realistic. I just want to reach out and touch it.
Take a bite.
The forbidden Chef Boyardee.
It's cool. It looks like marbles.
Forbidden, we're adults here. We can do what we want.
All right, 2 down, 2 to go. All right, and so we'll be finishing up on the last puzzle door then. Wow, okay, that's where that is.
I never got to see these rooms during my playthrough, so it's cool to finally get to see everything.
Yeah, for some reason, so when this game came out, like, speedrunners were kind of trying to figure out like how it was different from the original one. And in the SNES version, you do a manip so that you know which doors are which, and you never do those battle doors. And people didn't realize that because we were all skipping the tutorial, so nobody knew that you could actually just go and like restart out of a room that you didn't want to do. And I don't think I was like the first person who saw that or who noticed that, but I definitely pointed out to a few speedrunners and said like, hey, you know, you can just back out. You don't have to do the battle door. All right, this is the coin puzzle. Oh my gosh. Just getting a little bit of input lag, so. 19, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, I win. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. As long as you get to 10, that's free. 10 and 5. Buttons, magic buttons. Button, for all of you who are GDQ PB fans. Then the ball solitaire.
Boletaire.
Boletaire. Balatro.
I hated this game as a kid. not this game, but like the whole jump over a peg and remove it and then be only left with one. Ugh.
No, I like the ones where you find them in like restaurants and you play with them while you're waiting for your food to come
Cracker
out.
Barrel?
Yep, yep.
The ice cream shop right across, like almost right across the street from my house, has one of those.
That's the whole reason you go.
Actually, I went because they have 2 pinball tables in there.
I mean, I'd go for the ice cream personally, but it might just be me. All right, we're done with this part of the keep, and I just feel bad that didn't go a little better. But you know what? That happens sometimes. It's a marathon run. We just got to roll with it. So we're gonna move on here to the Wizakoopa fight. I gotta get my party set up first. We're going to actually use that safety ring because there's a boss coming up that has an instant death attack, and I do not want to get hit by that, so. But first, we have to fight the Wizakoopa. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm a little nervous because I don't have chain at all. Oh, and then I screwed that up. All right. This might actually take a little bit of time now. We'll see. Yep, so he is going to summon something, unfortunately. So I just have to take care of this, and then I'll finish the fight. It'll just take an extra second. Ian, what you got?
I got about $280 left to hit that incentive. The clock is ticking, but I know we can do it. We can pull this together, y'all. You want to see this Culex fight, or is it Culex? Let me know in a donation comment. Just don't forget to put it towards an incentive. Also, dance.
And
Dance.
Yes.
I forgot. It is 12:06. I'm at my limit.
I really appreciate both of you being here late night at a Saturday night. That is not necessarily what everybody wants to do at a furry con.
I have
I
a
wanna
story
do.
about this.
Yes, go for
So,
it.
when I was told this was an infinite coin box, my immediate assumption was, in this charming game full of twists and turns, it's not really infinite. There has to be an actual limit to it. So I went to 99 and it wasn't empty. Then I went to 999 coins and it wasn't empty. And about 25 minutes in, after I've claimed about 3,526 coins from this box, I go to my chat, I'm like, how many are in this box? And that's when everyone goes, we've been trying to tell you, it's actually infinite.
Oh my gosh. This is Boomer. Okay, Boomer. This fight is very annoying because this fight has its own special timing because it's so laggy from all those lights on the... that's why I have the safety thing equipped, by the way. It's so laggy, it has its own like timing because all the lights on the chandeliers add so much lag to this fight, it's ridiculous. So Mallow Shocker is particularly hard to do in this fight, and I totally mistimed that. Okay. I'm doing good on those so far. Let's get Bowser back in there. Let's go, Bowser. 2. Nice. Wow, okay. I actually need you back. I'm just going to defend. And he's going to change to blue, which makes him physical attacks now will do more damage. So this will be a lot easier to finish up. By the way, everybody who has been enjoying dancing in this run, the longest dance sequence in the game is coming up after this fight with Boomer here. This is a good one to actually get up and dance. If you've been sitting for a while like I have, might be a good time to just kind of get up and dance for a little bit, actually.
You should probably stand and dance for this one. Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
stand and dance.
All right, let's do it.
Good time to stretch the legs.
Yep. We can clap to this too. I can't because I got to hold the button down, but.
You're so off tempo.
Well, the music speeds up. I think this is the Marriott, by the way. Like, look at how many floors there are. We should start riding the chandeliers next year when the elevators break. All right. Good job, everybody. Good job. Oh, and now we immediately have to fight Exor, which is one of the, technically, I got to hit the Geno whirl, so let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, and Geno was dead. That's right. It's like, where's Geno? Oh. All right, so we have to take out an eye, and now Geno do the thing. First try. Yes. Okay. Whew. A lot of stuff had not been going right lately, so I'm glad that went right. So, all right, that is the Exor fight. They left in the glitch where if you use Geno Whirl, it deals 9999, which is only reserved for non-bosses, but they basically forgot to code that part of Exor as a boss, so you can just do that, which is great. All right, and now we're in the weapon world. This is... We have this, and then we have the factory bosses. So we're really getting close to time for the Kulex fight. So probably about 15 minutes or so left to meet that incentive. But Bowser is having a crisis. Bowser just wants his house back. Is that, there's nothing wrong with that. And now we kind of got his house back, but he's like, oh, I don't have to keep going. Oh, wait, then, they'll just take it over again unless we go. We got to finish the job, Bowser, basically. It's really tricky to dodge. Okay, that went well. This is probably the hardest platforming in the game, so I'm going to feel really good about this if it goes well. Oh, yeah, do a party right, good. Thought Bowser was still in. We've been having Bowser in a lot, but we had to bring Geno back in for Exor, so. I do have to do one thing before countdown, so I'm gonna do that after these jumps. You need the feather again. All right, and this is countdown. Very creative boss. There's two dinglings on top, and yes, that is what they are called. Great naming.
Oh, I'm tired. That's why it's so funny.
So we're just going to use a rock candy and some thunderbolts and maybe a bomb or two, and we'll just go ahead and get through this fight. And we're not freebieing a lot of stuff, but we are freebieing rock candies, which is great. So more of that, please. Thank you. Boom. All right, we're doing good here. And Mallow should finish off the dinglings with this attack. Yep, and now we just have to take care of the clock part. That's fine. I'm just gonna use another rock candy, because why not? All right, and that is countdown. check something after this fight, I just realized. Okay, she does have the XP booster, good. That's pretty important for Kulex in my experience that I've had with this, so that's good. All right, some more tricky platforming. I'm gonna be trying to avoid some pretty nasty enemies here. All right, so far so good. I'm gonna play it safe with these boos because they're hard to dodge.
Overall, what would you say was your favorite area music in this game, Moonblaze?
For me, it is Booster Tower. I love Booster Tower. Although this is pretty close too. The Weapon World theme is really good. All right, this is a pretty tricky jump here. I'm gonna try to get on a certain spot. I was just a little early. You can jump over his, oh. I thought that was, I always think it's hitting the button for some reason. But that's just me. All right, I rushed that. So I'm trying to make up time here. And that's about what I get for that. All right, we're almost done. I'm gonna be able to skip that one, so that's good. Quick, do a heal here on Mallow.
Ugh, my heart's getting heavy knowing we're so close to the end of all this.
Yeah, we're getting down to the end. Oh, I got a special. For some reason, this fight you seem to get a lot more specials. I don't know exactly why, but I do not want to do a special. They have like 3 times more health. Okay, that's better. Wow, I'm just so off right now. Okay. Build that. We have to build that chain back up before the next boss fight, or it is not going to go well. But we'll get there. Perfect. We got back to 5. All right. All right. This is Cloaker and Domino with special guest Sarth the Snake.
Shoutouts to Sarth, working his tail off behind the scenes to help make all of this happen. And when you're a snake, that's most of you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oops, all tail. All right, so we're going to do kind of some of the same stuff we've been doing, but then the second phase of this fight will be a little bit special, so we'll talk about that when we get there. They decide to do first. That's fine. I like both of those. We're taking out Cloaker because that will... which one of these you defeat first depends on... We'll set the skill set of the Sarth here coming up. And we want the Sarth that is aligned with Domino, so... but we're going to use a Star Riders and then a couple attacks, and that should finish this fight. That one's Star Riders. I think I just figured out why I've been having some trouble. My turbo button was on my jump button for like God knows how long. That explains a lot. Anyway, that's the snake. Now we dance. All right, Ian, we are to the factory. How are we doing on the incentive? This is we're right up against it now.
You could say that. Give me one moment.
Yep. That's fine. Just let me know once you have that update. In the meantime, I'm going to zap some hammers. All right, and so we're going to make sure we do some good timed attacks here. We've got the mallets, and then we've got the various levels of the capitalist machine, and also dancing. But we start at the lower level with the clerk. and then we kind of just move up the chain.
I mean,
I somehow got all.
yeah, just read that one. Don't click it, but then go back to the regular directions. Okay. Zach, you good?
And that's the clerk.
Okay, we have some news.
Yes.
We have some news.
Give me some news.
We have a donation from QLex.
QLex?
For $280, and
Oh,
he
wow.
says, "Fight me, coward." You'll never guess what that means.
Guess I'm fighting QLex.
You're gonna be fighting QLex.
All right, good job, everybody.
Down to the wire.
Yeah, we made that interesting. But no, that's amazing. Congratulations. Thank you again for all of the donations.
We have some more support, even if we weren't about to get there. We have a few other donations if you have time.
Yeah, go ahead. I have to do a shop here anyway, so.
Excellent. We have $71 from Rad saying, "Rounding my weekend total up to 200. Thanks for putting up with me for another awesome event. Let's hear some great FF4 music." Iggy Doggo donates $50, says, "One last donation. Happy FWA all." Then a very interesting one here. Timberwolf Trading. The folks who have helped us out with these fine shirts you'll see to my right, your left,
They're very cool shirts.
donate $150 and say, "Let's go!"
All right.
And by the way, if you buy one of those shirts, you don't have a lot of time left, but every shirt we send $5 more to the charity. Just saying.
It's true. All right, now we have reached the manager. He's blue. He's like the other one except blue.
Can I point one last thing out?
Of course.
Y'all, we are now $125 away from 12,000.
What?
125?
125
Come
away from
on,
12K.
let's get it in
Oh
there.
my gosh.
I'm gonna start looking in this couch for change.
I still have to donate $33, so that'll get us part of the way there. But yeah, I mean, 12,000. Oh my gosh, that is.
That would be like almost 50% more than what our record was last time.
I know. I'm kind of in shock a little bit right now.
Wow.
I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna dignify that with a response. All right, we're gonna use Peach in this fight because Peach has an ability called Sleepy Time, and me just like Peach, I can relate. I need a nap, and so do these enemies.
Cutest ones in the game.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. That was a mistake, but it's not a big deal. Heck that hammer in particular. All right. Hopefully this still works out, because they're going to start waking up now. Okay, good. Perfect. Whew. All right, we have one more boss fight and then QLex. And one more dance.
It's the last dance. Make it count. We should hit 12K by then. We can make it the dance to remember.
And this is the gun yoke fight. This is the last boss before the final boss. Except we're gonna go do QLex after this. So, but we have to use Peach again, because fun fact, you can just put tanks full of molten lava to sleep.
Thank goodness Mario knows to land on the very rim of that instead of jumping straight into the lava at the top.
Mario's used to jumping into lava.
You can just hear the bloom.
Oh, right. He gets 2 turns in a row. That always throws me off. That was a really bad time for me to lose chain. Okay. Because guess what fight we're doing next? Oh, we'll be okay.
You're just giving him even odds.
Yeah. Trying to give QLX a little bit of a little bit of an advantage. Or yeah. Sure, it'll be fine. All right. I have to do a little bit of cleanup first to make sure that I'm ready to do this. So we have to actually go get the item to get to QLX. So after this cutscene, we're going to go ahead and make sure my party is set right. That's good. You get the safety ring now. And then we are going to go to Tadpole Pond, because I need to buy some defensive items. We're going to buy 2 party bracers, which are going to give me defense up. And now we're going to go to Moleville, because that's where I actually get the item.
Hey.
Whoops.
Hey.
Howdy.
Y'all want to hear some fun stuff?
Sure.
You can save up to 10% on your car insurance by switching. Oh, no, not that. Okay.
It's 15%, thank you very much,
Okay.
until they start overcharging you. Anyway, Mr. Shasta donates $50 and says, thank you for letting me nerd out on stage about the games I love once again. Onward to 12K, which is a very interesting thing because the very next donation is Ashy Wolf. I presume it's Wolf. It's spelled Wolf in the donation. But they say, 12K, let's go!
Let's go! All right. Are y'all ready for QLX? I'm sorry, nobody responded. Are y'all ready for QLX?
Let's go!
All right, here we go. Ooh, all right. This fight will probably get a little bit unscripted at a certain point, but my start is very scripted. So hopefully we get off to a good start, and then we can kind of ride it out from there. So we will enter combat against QLX. Everybody enjoy the Final Fantasy IV music, because that's what this is. Time blocks are very important. I'm just going to be kind of quiet for this. I'm just going to make sure that I do what I need to do well here. So we're going to start with a Star Riders.
You are allowed to dance even if they're not leveling up.
Yes, this is a good one to dance to. It's a banger. Okay. There's a lot of things that I can block and a lot of things that I can't block. That is not good. That's okay. All right, we got all our blocks there. I do need to bring Peach in right away because Mallow needs to be awake. I would ideally not like to bring Peach in this early, but it is what it is. Mario is generally going to punch QLX, and Mallow is going to be doing as many rock candies as I can spare here, which I have 4 right now, which is good. So hopefully we'll get some more freebies as well. We're just trying to work through his HP. Okay, we got a freebie. Let's go. Time blocks very important. Peach is also like very. I got a fire dress for Peach, and that will help out quite a bit with a lot of the threats from this fight. My defense up is gone. It's probably fine. Also, my offense up is gone. And we freed again. I'm going to bring Geno back in because I want to Geno boost Mario again. Mario is kind of like my main source of damage, although I'm getting so many freebie rock candies at this point that's also helping quite a bit. All right, I haven't lost Chain yet. That's good. I'm going to actually just bring Peach back in. Thank you. And I just lost Chain. That's okay. I lost Chain on a group hug after all of that. Oh, well. Okay, that's fine. We take that. That's okay.
It's such a hard move to time it on, too.
Yeah, I was just a little late. We're doing all right. He is being very polite, I will say. We're getting close now. Should only have a couple hits left to get. I'm going to play this safe, though. So I do not want to have to redo this. That I thought I timed right. Oh, well. Might be it. Nope, not quite. Okay, he's only needs probably like 1 or 2 more hits to go down, so should be seeing him disintegrate here soon. Just trying to keep everybody upright at this point. Ugh. It's okay. I think this is gonna do it. Or not. Okay, we're close though. There we go. That's cool, X. Woo! All right. Do, 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 do. And dance. Slightly different dance.
Goodbye, dances.
So for me, Final Fantasy IV was my first real RPG, so this was kind of a fun one for me, but yeah. And there's this whole thing about, like, Hulex is like, I want to get in the 3D dimension, and that's, you know, not possible, unfortunately. All right, I'm going to equip that Quartz Charm that I just got. We are almost done with the run. Just double-checking one thing here. All right, we're going back to the factory. And we're going to go fight the final boss, which is Smithy, who we have not seen yet and we don't really know much about, but it's Smithy.
This game is also unique in that you don't know or see the final boss until it's time for the final boss.
That is true, yes.
They were very deliberate about that in the attract mode, the opening demo. Notice they never show anything about Smithy in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can I squeeze in one more donation? Really
Absolutely,
quick?
yep. We're just waiting for the final battle to start, so you got a few minutes here, Ian.
Excellent. I love the sentiment, but the timing was a little unfortunate with the other things that came in. As Korax Werewolf also donated $125 and says, we like round numbers. We're at 12,175 now because all of our timing is incredible.
We just got rounded up. 13. Let's go.
13? Did I hear 13?
This is not an auction, y'all.
And why not?
Oh my gosh. You all, okay, so we started today at a little over $4,000 because I was making a joke that we had a 4070 because that's where we were, and that was a nerdy joke that I could make. So you have raised almost $10,000 in one day for the Lost and Found Youth, and that's just incredible. The speedrunning community is amazing. The Fastest First community is amazing. Just all the cool stuff that we can all do. This is what speedrunning is to me, and it is just such a pleasure to be able to be here and be a part of this. So everybody big and small who is a part of this event, thank you so much. And now I'm going to punch Smithy a lot of times, so. Anyway, this is Smithy. He's kind of like angry Santa. I don't know.
Is it too late for an incentive to kiss Smithy?
Yes.
Can I do it anyway?
I guess if you want to. I'm going to play this a little safe. Because I'm actually out of rock candy, I think, as well, so.
After all those freebies?
Well, and then I freebied that. Okay. Oh, that's nice of him. That was bad on my part, but okay. We're going to do a Star Riders here. I'm safe for the time being. That damage was not very good, but that's okay. All right, Smithy just needs a few more hits here to get through phase 1, and then we will be on to phase 2. Okay, that's phase 1.
I really want to hear Sean's Smithy voice.
Do you have a Smithy voice, Sean? Come on, you puny ants. That's mine. You can do better, I'm sure.
Come on, you puny ants!
I knew it. Yep.
Although I imagine he'd probably have a Scottish accent. He looks like he's got the mustache for it, you know? The beard.
He's got one funky eyebrow, too. Relatable.
Pop, I would call that his squinky eye.
All right, so I'm going to get a couple turns here where I can kind of just lay damage on him, and then I'll have to start doing more blocking and stuff. But he has a bunch of different heads that he can transform into. The way the damage for this fight works, because it's based on what damage he's at when it's time to phase change, I should get the tank head, which is actually pretty easy. So fingers crossed that we get tank head here.
In my playthrough of this, the person we had voicing Smithy when he went into this form just broke out the absolute nerd. He's like,
I'm gonna get you guys! This is the end of the line for you!
we were all cracking up during what was supposed to be the most intense fight in the game. It was beautiful.
Oh my goodness. All right, so I have 2 Coca-Colas. Good. I didn't even have to use one on QX. That's nice. And I got a freebie. Okay. So yeah, so tank head is jumps, shocker, and Geno attack, and then just like block stuff. So far, so good. Those shockers do such good damage. Mallow is... Love you, Mallow.
I love you too! Well, like as a friend, you know?
More banging good tunes, too. Like his little crown. Kind of spins. All right, what are we going to get next? I'm hoping we get Mage Head. Let's see if we get Mage Head. We did. Oh, we got Tank Head again. That's actually the best thing that could have happened there. Well, I already said what was going to be happening here, so we're almost done, I'm pretty sure. This is going to be over pretty quickly here. So let's see. I'm almost to another Star Riders, too. Bop. This should do it. Oh, not quite. Okay, that's fine. There we go.
It's a Mario game.
That is the final boss. Time is not. We're not to time yet. Time is on the Fade to Black after the final text box, which is still better than the original Japanese timing, where you have to watch the entire 14-minute credit sequence. But we are almost to time. The marathon is almost over. Ian, we have about a minute left. If you have anything that you want to read before we get to the end here.
We did pick up another $100 donation from your resident Cyclops Proto. Though I learned about this happening at the last few hours it's going on, I'm glad to give something back to the most wholesome community I've joined. Shout outs to my buddy Forward Bias, who attended FWA. Shout outs to you for another $100 donation, $12,275. By the way, wow. That means we have very nearly raised today what we did last year.
Mm-hmm. All right, while we're waiting for time, I just want to give a couple quick shout outs. I just want to give a big shout out again to the Fastest First community and everybody here at FWA who lets us do this and make this happen. I've had the pipe dream of having an in-person speedrunning event at a furry con for a while, and we finally got the opportunity to do it last year, and we were honored enough to be able to do it again this year, so thank you so much for that. And also shout outs to the Super Mario RPG speedrunning community. It is one of the best RPG speedrunning communities out there. Very helpful, a lot of great folks, and we are coming up on time. I will call it out. And time. Sean, Kate, anything you want to say before we head off to wrap things up?
Bird.
Bird?
Thank you so much for having us. This is
Yes.
very fun.
Absolutely. And thank you all for being here. Again, this is amazing. We couldn't do this without you and all of your support. So thank you, everybody watching online as well. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up.